Night Rises, bitches. It's Batmantary. 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 Welcome to Batmantary. Before we get started, I just want you to say the guy who the CEO of StreamYard, Gage, if you're listening to this, go fuck yourself. All right. Now I just want to say, all right, welcome to StreamYard, everyone. We have here a great, amazing panel of Batmantary nights. I got the crew with me. I got the Small Zero crew. I got Fleets, Movies, Pop Culture. Kyle's here. I got Jacob Martin is here, man. Like literally. I got the gang back, okay? I know you've been asking, you've been begging, you've been crying, you've been sending us the weird pictures of yourself, begging for this return. It's here. The Dark Knight. It seems like only yesterday we watched Batman Begins. But guess what? We're back. We're ready. And guess what? We just have to ask you one question. Do you want to know how we got these scars? But before though, let's bring up the panel. All right. First up is a guy who is some menace. Ryan Cam, how you doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to this. I'm watching Dark Knight with my friends. I mean, there are much worse ways to spend Friday.
Next up is a guy who literally asked, why so serious? A guy who literally almost became the Joker because his shit was stolen and Amazon wasn't there to save him. Matt Wyatt, how you doing?
I'm doing great. After like 100 years later, we've been waiting to get back on the Batmantary, but I'm so happy that we're now back on for the Dark Knight with a group of people to watch and geek out and get into the nitty gritty.
All right. That's true. All right. Next up is a guy who literally has got a new chair and he's rocking it. He's rolling it. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited that Batmantary is back. And yes, it's the first Batmantary that I have my new chair and my new setup, the way I have the mic. This is going to be a blast watching The Dark Knight with my awesome friends here. This is going to be a blast. Amazing Friday this will be. Cannot wait.
And last but certainly, definitely not least, as a guy who literally I torture every year with Not Black Christmas, but with Silent Night, Deadly Night. And
both of them at this point.
Well, in every movie basically that's had the whole Christmas movie, I'm just a sick, twisted fuck. And this dude's like, please, why did I ever ask you? He says, I volunteered and say yes. But yes, this is a guy who I admire. This guy gets some love. He is a fantastic singer. He does some great Disney reviews. He is literally the guy we all wish we could be. Jacob Martin, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I love The Dark Knight. Way better than Silent Night, Deadly Crap, or whatever that is. This is honestly one of my favorite movies, so I'm excited to watch this with you guys.
Just a plug for this year. Part 5 coming soon.
That apparently has Mickey Rooney in it. Like, what convinced him to do one of these movies?
But
the need for money is massively strong.
It's really it is.
100%.
I mean, have you noticed that's what Sam Jackson says? He's like, "How you've done a lot of shitty movies?" He's like, "Yeah, but they paid really well and they had golf course locations." So
right.
It's like Michael Caine when someone asked him, like, why were you in Jaws the Revenge? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I've seen the house that it paid for.
All right.
But yeah, before we get started, we do have some comments, some lovely people in the comment section. First off, we have Jay, who, oh my God, I hope this isn't that Jay, the Joker.
Mr.
Hi,
J.
everyone. Hi, Mr. J. What you doing?
Mr. J.
Mr. J.
All I can think of is the Arkham games.
Yeah.
She says it.
And then Jeannie, what's up, Jeannie? Hello.
What's up, Gene? How are you doing?
I'm thinking of Jim Carrey from A Series of Unfortunate Events. Hello. I was thinking about that movie this week. I'm like, A Series of Unfortunate Events. I remember that movie. Jim Carrey did one of those movies. Remember?
That's a good movie. That was one of my nostalgic childhood movies.
Right.
And they only made one. I mean, he could have done series, but that movie
Yeah.
didn't do it in theaters. I'm like, it should have made a lot more money than.
That
Yeah.
series has 13 books. They could have done so much with that.
Instead, they did a TV
Right.
series with Neil Patrick Harris.
Ooh.
But hey, they did a good job on that show, so I can't complain too much.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons. I didn't see the third one.
Oh,
But I will say this: if you have this movie, by the way, we're about to start the movie. But before we do, here's a little information. Okay, where were you guys when you started the movie? Where were you guys when you seen The Dark Knight? Okay, in 2008, where were y'all? We all know where Jacob Martin was. He was not watching The Dark Knight, but where were the rest of you all? Okay, he was watching
so
Kung Fu Panda.
Hey,
He was
I
watching
like
Underdog. He was watching Underdog.
Underdog.
I mean, well,
I did watch Underdog around that time too. So
Oh, for me, I remember it was 17 years ago when I got so excited as a younger self of me on seeing it on commercial. My parents took me to the local theater where I live, and it was one of the most wonderful experiences ever. Especially being a huge fan of the Joker and not expecting what Heath Ledger would do with it. It definitely came one of my favorite Batman movies. It was very special to me, so it was very special. 17 years. It's very cool that we're doing this 17 years later. Watching for you guys again, so it's gonna be a blast.
What about you, Matt? What about you?
Well, I remember I was anticipating this movie that from the trailers, and I knew when I found out that Heath Ledger was cast as Joker, like I didn't really know much about him and his acting. I know he was from his previous movie Brokeback Mountain and The Patriot with Mel Gibson, which I thought he was terrific in that movie. And I never imagined him to be a Joker because most people, if this was on social media today, if he was cast as Joker, everybody would do a major backlash.
Oh, everybody did. Remember, they're like, "Oh, the gay cowboy's playing the Joker." Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna get Brokeback Boy or 10 Things I Hate About You type of guy. But
gay
until they saw
Joker
that
fan?
shot in the trailer, and the whole narrative changes when they show the trailers.
and
Oh yeah,
like nowadays, this is the thing that he's known for. It's not Brokeback Mountain.
He won
it's
the
not
Oscar
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, he won the Oscar.
It's not the
His
Brothers
family-
Grimm. It's
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
And
in,
the only
2008, it was really one of the best times for big blockbuster movies. I remember when there was a big movies like Iron Man, the beginning of the MCU, the birth of it in the early spring, and then we had like the Incredible Hulk. Then we had like the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which I know a lot of people did not like, but I'm unapologetic that I actually liked it more
Me too.
after looking back on it. And I forgot they did. Then Hellboy 2 came out too, and that was a banger film. And in the theater that I was at a theater with my mom, my brother, and my dad, we went to go see The Dark Knight, and we were so shocked of how crazy intense this movie was when we first saw it in the cinema. I watched it many times in the theater. Then I went to the drive-in with my aunt. We watched that many more times. It was such a groundbreaking of the more grounded, realistic superhero film that has never been done like this before. This has felt more of a crime thriller.
He got nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars.
It did, and Christopher Nolan really did something
as a
special
superhero
with it.
movie either. They marketed it as.
I mean, the true savior of this movie. It was way more of a Joker-centric film, and it really Heath Ledger's performance really helped like enhance the film even more.
And if he didn't die, he was only 28, and he was still young.
Man.
If he survived,
yeah, if he survived, they would have done the third movie, and I believe that they would have had the Riddler as the main villain, and the Joker would have been the secondary.
What they wanted, but Nolan never wanted to use the Riddler. The studio wanted the Riddler.
Yeah, the studio wanted it. That's what the studio wanted to do.
Christopher Nolan said he wanted Bane to be the main antagonist, but then whenever Heath Ledger passed away, he said he never really thought about where they were going to go with the Joker. But he said,
they were going to plan on bringing back the Joker because it made nearly $1 billion it made like close to $1 billion at the box office when it came out at that time. The studio would have definitely demanded for him to have the Joker come back.
Yeah.
I could
were to be alive.
At least for like a cameo or something like that.
He would have been in the movie a lot more. Because fans would demand more Joker.
It probably been a little bit differently, but I could have seen him saying the Scarecrow line when he's sitting there as the judge. Saying that.
Or I would have saw him getting blown away like Bane did in The Dark Knight Rises. Well, is the Joker getting blown away? like Catwoman. I could have seen that hurt him.
Yeah, by the time you get to that third movie, they never even mention Joker once. Not
Well,
once.
that's because they're out of respect for Heath Ledger. Basically.
I know, but it would have been great to acknowledge what the hell happened to him then. It's kind of odd that so many years that they still haven't mentioned, like, where is he now since they broke out of the
to be fair, Nolan
prison.
says when he writes a movie, each movie is its own. Even though he wrote 3 movies,
I know each movie is a standalone. I get that, but it's still a continuation of of this whole trilogy.
Yeah. Where were you?
Maybe they killed him in prison.
They still literally mention Harvey Dent from the last movie.
Oh, gosh.
Where were you at, Ryan? Whenever The Dark Knight came out, did you see it in theaters?
I saw it in theaters with my folks at a theater that is sadly no longer around. It's actually at this place called not the Pavilion. It's called Ocean Walk. It's on the beach, and I run 5K there twice a year. Like, it's actual events. It's a great time. But it's like an outdoor mall. There's a Bubblegum Shrimp there. There's a Johnny Rockets there. But the theater sadly is no longer there. I saw that there. I saw King Kong, the Jackson one. Collins, you reviewed that with me. I saw X-Men Apocalypse there. So I have a lot of memories with that one.
I mean, that's good. What about you, Jacob? What was your first experience watching it?
All right. I think the first time I watched The Dark Knight, it wasn't in theaters because in 2008, I still wasn't fully into the comic book genre yet. I think it was probably about 2010-ish, I'd like to say, was when I first watched it. So it was still a fairly new movie. I'd watched all the previous Batman movies. Love Begins. The first time I saw Dark Knight, I liked it, but it didn't fully click with me. And then I watched it again, and then I watched it again, and then I watched it again. And the more I watched it, I'm like, this is one of my favorite action movies. It is a very riveting movie. A lot of it is because of Heath Ledger as the Joker. But even the Batman-centric stuff is still really good. Just some great action in it, iconic moments, very quotable. This is the movie. I mean, I already love Batman Begins, but this and The Dark Knight pretty much verified not only me being a fan of not only the comic book movie genre, but Christopher Nolan as a director.
Yeah. I mean, literally, that's why people went and saw Inception, because he did such a good job on Batman The Dark Knight that he took us seriously as comic book fans. We said, you know what? We're going to support your next movie because we owe that to you as a director.
But also before the Dark Knight, he had another movie, The Prestige, with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale that no one saw. Good. No one saw that movie when it came out.
Yeah, but that's because when Dark Knight came out, Dark Knight put him as the director.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say. Is like that's what put him on the map was the Dark Knight. That's what put his name. That's when he became a major star.
He did such a good job that we owed that. We as fans, we owed that to him to go watch his movie, saying, you know what, we owe it to you.
The thing about Nolan is that he had directed a few movies up to that point. I mean, Batman Begins, but he also directed Insomnia and Following and Memento. Those are all really
but also
good
after The Dark Knight, the studio has been wanting to do more DC that are more dark and edgy movies. That they even tried with Man of Steel, the DCEU. Like, we need to be more dark and edgy.
Till this day, he still gets Batman fans in theaters. Like, he still, like, all of his, even right now, his like new Matt Damon movie, The Odyssey. Right. Because Batman fans, like, literally, I remember listening Batman. There's a thing called back in the day. There's a Batman website called BatmanNews.com. And this is like during the time Interstellar came out, and they said literally we're going to be reviewing a Christopher Nolan's latest movie tonight, Interstellar. And I'm just like, it's nothing to do with Batman, but I was like, I get it. You guys,
because when they see his name, in the marketing and the trailers, they know it's Christopher Nolan. They know he did The Dark Knight and Inception, and they're going to go see movies no matter what movie it is.
Yes, because we owe him that. We owe him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's one of the rarest filmmakers that finance his own movies in recent of his films and making everything more practical. And he doesn't put any of the CG in any of his latest movies.
Directors I always get excited about every time he has a project because I'm just looking forward to what he does next.
Yeah, and I will say before we start the movie, the thing where I saw it the first time I remember seeing it was summer of 2008 on a Saturday night. And me and my uncle went seeing it. Well, actually, it was Saturday morning-ish or Saturday afternoon-ish. It felt like it was like Saturday evening by the time the movie damn ended. But I remember it was a crowded theater. We got the top row, and there was no selected seating back in the day. You had to literally we lucky to get those top seats. We sat there. I remember there was a hot chick my age that was sitting there. I was like around a teenager. Like I was like young teenager, so and she was a young teenager, but I'm like she might have been a few years older. But I remember sitting in the theater and she just looks at me like, ew. Like I have to sit by him. And I'm just like thinking like fuck you. Like I didn't like I'm not like it's like I'm trying to hit on you. I'm just trying to watch a Batman movie. And all of a sudden I just remember though the evilest thing I did when after watching, I was so into this movie that I stole her arm on the armrest. Like she literally had to sit there and watch the movie like this now because I
Oh, God.
so I was like,
Way to go, Collins. You scarred that poor woman for life.
he's like, "Look at this asshole."
Well, this was
Stars.
before we even had pre-signed seats. You had to be there before the seats get taken. Good seats are taken.
It really was a you snooze, you lose situation.
I know. I remember those days that we like, dude, we had to get there early to the theater.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the trailer starts, we got to get there. The last time I've ever done that with it before that we had the pre-signed seats at my AMC theater was when the Force Awakens was coming out on opening night, and we literally had to be there like 2 hours early before the film
There were
starts.
people lined up, yeah, and there was like a dude dressed.
We
like
literally
Spock.
lined up in the freezing ass
Okay.
cold in the wintertime. We were freezing our ass off outside, and we had to wait like 15
Yeah.
to 20 minutes. But 2 hours of it waiting for the movie to start, it was a great experience because we seen all the shitload of fans together. We seen a lot of the employees dressed up in a Star Wars costume, which was badass. And I remember Darth Vader and the guy who dressed up in a Darth Vader outfit, which was more movie accurate, coming into the fucking hallway through the auditorium. And I was like, dude, we're in Empire Strikes Back. I feel like I'm in Empire Strikes Back. I wish I'd have brought my saber with me.
Matt, save that wisdom for when we do Star Wars, Terry. Let's get started. Come on.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Come on, Brian. That's not me cruel, man. I mean,
Jeez, a little hasty lately.
I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm just excited. Come on.
all right.
We're all excited.
If you got this up, you have it on whatever streaming service it's on. We don't know what streaming service it's on. It could be
It's on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, you can go and stream it there.
If you have it on DVD, VHS, Blu-ray, Laserdisc, digital, 4K,
Yeah,
watch it.
there's
Pull it
the
out,
Blu-ray, yeah.
watch it. So we're starting it now. Waiting on a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I also love the blue
Oh yeah,
lighting that you
Oh,
get.
yeah.
it's
This is an
a symbolism of the
all-timer.
theme of the whole movie for the marketing.
The fire rises.
The fire rises.
Save the
Yeah,
day.
I always miss
For the
that
next movie.
legendary opening, the WB opening. That's something that we don't have anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays they're all like, what was the, you know what movie that they just made legendary? The Toxic Avenger remake.
Oh, that was him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Peter Dinklage?
Yes, and
Yeah,
apparently they couldn't find a distributor because they made it and they're like nobody wanted it. So
Which
then
I'm hearing positive things about the movie.
Bloody and Disgusting finally took it.
I'm willing to check that movie out.
Yeah, the company that distributed Terrifier 3 said, we'll distribute it for you, man.
And did you know that James Gunn's Superman movie is the first time they don't have a WB opening logo?
Yeah, which I think I really missed. I wish they would have.
I'm surprised they didn't do the opening
Because they
logo.
want to make it clear that this is a separate studio distribution.
Marvel. They're trying to copy Marvel's thing where they don't have.
They're trying to copy off with Marvel and Lucasfilm what they're doing because they're trying to treat this because this is a DC studio distribution.
I love how we take the camera towards the building and the window just blows up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This prologue is the greatest prologue of any movie of all time.
This tops this whole
He's like
heist
this.
opening
Put the
since
mask on.
Michael
He's like-
Mann's Heat.
Just goes for it, you know.
Oh yeah, this definitely was inspiration from that as well. Yeah.
It's funny that most people are driving around the street and you see the Joker without his mask on and they're seeing his face out in the open.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, whenever they shot the movie, Heath Ledger didn't have his Joker makeup.
No, I know. I saw the still shots of the set photos, but he had his not makeup
But
on.
whenever,
at the time.
in the movie, in
No, I'm talking about like within the movie that most people are out in the open and they're seeing his face out in the open.
So why do they call him the Joker? I hear he wears makeup to scare people.
Like this definitely like tops this whole bank robbery heist movie since the Michael Mann's Heat. This definitely was very like superior.
And I believe this is the first movie.
This is supposed to be like on an IMAX 70mm
this
format.
was the first movie to be shot with IMAX or
Yeah.
second movie. Yeah, this is the first.
Yeah.
movie.
It still looks.
Well,
so
it has
pristine.
different scenes shot in it. It's not the whole movie because the aspect ratio
I
shifts
think with
throughout
the
the
third
movie.
movie, they shot fully on IMAX. It's the second.
And this
Yeah.
And this was William Fitchner right there, right? As one of the bank, the one who
Yeah.
starts shooting at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which that was
That
unexpected.
bank teller
This
looks
got
like
me.
he's ready
This
to
got me a
crack.
little bit of intense right there. Most of these crew are screwing over one
Did you just
another.
say that Bank
Joker has
Teller's
literally
ready to crack?
orchestrated this whole thing to have
Yeah.
them betray
Yes,
one
I did.
another.
Yeah,
So
he's
he can
getting
take all
them
the
to
money.
kill on each other so
Well-
Joker can have it all for himself.
Well, to be fair, he was ready to shred, but
Fichtner
Michael
was
Bay
gonna be
said, no,
shredded.
we can't piss off the internet.
I still want to see. I still have not seen this on the IMAX screen. I've been wanting them to re-release the movie in IMAX just so I
Yeah,
can watch
Josh,
the
by the way,
experience.
hey, Josh, it's great seeing you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Josh.
It's
Hey, how
great.
you
Yeah,
doing?
it's good. Really, this movie is amazing. This movie is a perfect movie.
It's a total masterpiece. I mean, it's still to this day that most people would say that's in their top 5 or probably their favorite
When I
comic
was a
book
kid,
movie.
I thought that was Batman undercover as one of the
Oh.
Jokers.
Oh,
You thought this guy was Batman undercover? You
Yes, because
literally
I understood like he goes undercover with like gangs and stuff to infiltrate the gangs. So I'm like, oh, this is probably Batman.
and I love the score that kicks in with this too.
Which do you know that mask?
because the whole point of this opening is showing you how ruthless the Joker really is when you introduce the Joker for the first time in this prologue.
Did you know that the clown mask is inspiration from Batman '66 of the Cesar Romero when he's
Yeah.
just like a birthday party clown?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I remember that Batmantary. That one was wild.
At
And I
least
do
this
own,
Joker
and I do
didn't have.
own the 4K Blu-ray for the Dark Knight trilogy, and it looks incredible on the 4K.
Funny,
Yeah.
he told me something similar, Matt.
Jeepers.
It's just so good. This movie's so good.
And
man.
it's so shot so well too.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
It doesn't even feel like a superhero movie. It feels
No,
like
it
a
doesn't.
gritty action drama.
It's
There are
more of a
people
crime.
nowadays-
It's a crime thriller movie. It's
You
more
know
of a
that
crime
those
thriller.
stupid-ass kids on the internet are like, "Oh, this Batman movie is just like too boring and it's dumb." And I'm like, "In what fucking world is it dumb?" I mean,
How
like,
is this movie dumb? If you want a dumb Batman movie, watch Batman and Robin.
Bus
with the
driver?
Batmobile.
Or watch the fucking Adam West Batman from
Bus
1960s
driver.
Batman. Watch the goofy shit if that's what you want. Because this is not made for kids. This is
I
an
know
adult-
someone.
This is
and-
literally
and
for
I
adults.
know someone in our friend group that absolutely loves the Batman and doesn't like this movie.
There's a lot of body count that feels R-rated, and they got away with it with a hard PG-13 movie.
Yeah, I'm still surprised this is PG-13.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in the same school as like Casino Royale, where it's like just teetering on R, but it's PG-13 enough to where it gets a pass.
For
And
sure.
you can
Well,
definitely-
even Matt Reeves, the Batman, teetered that line as well.
yeah.
That's that scene with the bomber in the building.
Nothing was- What do you believe, huh? What do you believe in?
I believe is whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you a stranger.
Stranger.
Well, you know, I was reading Uwe Ball's review of this movie, and he said it sucks.
Well, then his
are
taste
you
in movies
really
is a little
listening
questionable
to-
taste.
That's for sure.
I read
Yes,
every
you're going
single
to-
one of Uwe Ball's reviews for movies, and I'm like, it's so funny because he shits
You're
on
going
all
to
the movies like
listen.
his movies.
Dude, I
You're
literally
going to
thought that
look-
that grenade that was going to blow up in his mouth. Apparently, it's a smoke bomb. I literally thought it was going to blow up in his fucking face. I literally believe that was going to happen.
You're really going to listen to the takes of a man who directed Tekken, The House of the Dead, and Alone in the Dark? You do you.
That tells you something.
And a man who
Oh, there you
literally
go.
couldn't stand criticism, so he boxed his own critics.
And that's why I don't watch any of his movies.
He literally tried to fight his own critic, boxed his own critics because he could not take their criticism.
Yeah. That tells you what an insecure man baby he is.
I like what Jeff Snyder said. He says, "At the end of the day, I got a black eye. My black eye will heal, but at least I won't be Uwe Ball."
I usually don't really care what that guy says at this point.
This
I
is
really
this is a
don't.
funny bit right here. Batman suspect Elvis Abe Lincoln.
And there's a
Bigfoot.
there's a fucking Sasquatch in that picture. That
Oh,
conspiracy theorist.
I mean, like literally anybody that's not a criminal. That's who, like I would, if I was a dirty cop, I would have Jim Gordon, Harvey Dent, and then a couple of other like politicians that are like trying to help clean up, like Commissioner Loeb and a couple of other people that are trying to clean up Gotham. That's who would be my suspects. Okay.
Right. I always love this scene too, with the scarecrow and everything.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one of you.
I mean, it kind of sucks that we only get a little bit of a cameo for Scarecrow. I wish they were done a little. I know you got a lot of characters going on. Don't get me wrong, but it was kind of cool. Would have been cool.
I
if he had
actually
more
didn't even
screen
think this
time.
was Cillian Murphy.
I wish-
I took the mask off.
It would have been cool if Scarecrow actually interacted with the Joker a little bit too.
It would have been cool if him and Joker were working together. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, they
No,
shared a
I-
scene together.
I told you my compound would take you places.
I
I never said they'd be places you wanted to go.
But good thing Cillian Murphy is now he's an Oscar-winning actor.
I don't know why these lights.
This was my audition for Oppenheimer, wearing a scary a scary straw bag and drugging people.
Which was interesting that he
was
did
the
audition
second
for
choice for
Batman.
Batman. Like he was second choice. Christian Bale turned it down. He would have been Batman.
Oh yeah, if he would have turned it
Yeah,
down,
Cillian Murphy would have been an interesting
definitely would've got that
Batman,
role.
but I'm glad it worked out for Christian Bale because he's my
Like,
favorite
like,
Batman.
Even if he didn't get cast, I would have been totally fine with Cillian Murphy. I think he would have done a great job playing Batman.
Right.
I mean, and it's not like
That's not
Cillian
him.
Murphy has suffered for work. I mean, he was in Peaky Blinders, Oppenheimer. Like you've done a lot.
I only started watching the first episode of Peaky Blinders, and I'm in, and I'm
And
definitely
now-
willing to watch the rest of it.
Now he's returned for a
Oh,
sequel to 28
Matt, you
years
are
later.
you are in
Yeah.
for such a treat. You're gonna love it. Now
That moment
here's the
that
real
Batmobile
deal.
comes on, yeah, that's where Batman. Yeah, there's the real Batman. We had a bunch
There
of
it goes.
copycats having shotguns.
Loiter.
No guns, no kill.
And then
Damn, like there's a lot of practical explosions that they're doing in this movie in the fucking parking garage. I'm Batman.
Thing
I'm
of
Batman.
There he is.
and this-
You know, okay, I saw the funniest thing. So back when I discovered YouTube, okay,
Right.
this was after Dark Knight came out. When I discovered YouTube, okay, and I literally the funniest edit was at whenever Harvey Dent goes, "I am the Batman." Someone edited Iron Man goes, "I am Iron Man," and then all the pressing, and then you see Batman's face. Like I thought I laughed so hard at that. It was like, "He's Iron Man? What the hell?"
simpler times.
This is the first time that Nolan has shot the action fight scenes that are not like cutbacks and shaky cam.
Yeah, you can
sure.
tell a big improvement from the last movie to this as far as how he
He's like-
shoots action.
He
I
listened.
still wish they would have had a better fight choreographer to do the coordinating of the combat fight scenes.
He listened to the criticism of the last movie and said, "I'm going to fix the fight choreography."
Yeah, he's fixing the camera work of the fight scenes and not make it too
for
cutbacks.
Wait for it.
That's a good drop.
and then it.
Don't let me find you out here again.
Not my dino.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I don't even
I
know.
don't even-
What makes you different than you and me?
Which I
I
understand.
love that line.
Like, there was some compromise. Like people act like, "Oh, Christopher Nolan in this movie got free reign or final cut." No, it wasn't until Dark Knight Rises when Christopher Nolan finally said, "Look, I'll return if I get like final say on everything." And they're like, "Okay,"
Yeah,
because
he was Christopher Nolan. They were demanding him to come back for the third movie because
Yeah.
he had no interest in coming
Yeah,
back
he
for
said,
the
"I
third
don't have
film.
any interest." I told him.
I mean, especially after Heath Ledger died, it's like,
Yeah.
why would I make another movie? But
And he's
I
like,
can't
hey, you know
top
what?
this.
He's like, you know what? If I'm coming back, I'm gonna do it my own way, and I'm gonna write this off as a final chapter, as the conclusion to this trilogy.
Yeah,
And this movie is some of my favorite scenes.
they just want him to do exactly
I
what
mean,
they did.
I mean, even after the Dark Knight
Right.
Rises came out, when Man of Steel was about to come out, they were even considering to try to connect to this universe.
But Nolan said no.
It's like, nope, we're not doing it. And even Mayo said, like, I'm not coming back if no one's not involved.
When,
Right.
when Batman
This is-
just said one man or the entire mob, he can wait, that's like famous last words right there.
One man,
For
the
sure.
entire mob, he can wait.
Which I will say though, yeah, like the one compromise I heard was they wanted the Scarecrow when he shows they wanted him to keep a mask on, and that's when Christopher Nolan got final cut in the last movie, he said nope, he ain't wearing a mask because I don't like that mask. Yeah, because Christopher Nolan hated the Scarecrow mask. In fact, it was David S. Goyer who convinced him to put the mask in the movie
Yeah.
because he
Oh,
says
that
I
I
hate
didn't
that
know.
mask. He says he has beautiful eyes. Why would I hide his eyes in the mask?
But that was a creepy mask, and it worked in that first movie.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was a couple things. He didn't want the Batmobile either in the movie either. That was a studio note saying you have to have the Batmobile.
Well, hey, sometimes studio can make better decisions. It's like, dude, this is still Batman. You still need to have a Batmobile.
Yeah, the two notes that for Batman
Yeah,
Begins,
for sure.
Scarecrow has to be in the movie, and you have to have the Batmobile.
I mean, this is what happens when you don't need to have every directors to have full creative freedom, because some of their decisions are very questionable and kind of goes against the mythos, and you find you have to stay true to the mythos.
Yeah.
The
I think the
Wachowskis
one-
would like to have a word with you.
Yeah, which I know the note for Dark Knight was the Joker has to be the main villain. That was the main thing. The biggest note was.
Yeah, because they set that up from the last movie at the end of Batman Begins.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
So
That's
it's like
a good
if he admit, even if he didn't have the studio note, it made sense for the Joker to be the villain because of the tease.
And what she said, him and his brother were like, just like they said, him and Jonathan Nolan were writing the script with David Goyer, and they were just going through stuff, and they were like, and they were just looking at stuff and reading comics, and they're like, oh my God, this is just like, what we were going to do. Like, oh my God. And they're like, all right, we're going to use this. We're going to use that. Because Jonathan Nolan was a big fan of like the Batman comics and stuff and loves the movies. And Christopher Nolan says, I'm not really a big fan of the Batman movies or comics.
That's why you need to have some people involved in the
His brother,
creativity
younger
when it
brother
comes
was.
to when you have the like Jonathan Nolan, like you said, he's a fan. Good thing that he was involved in this whole Batman movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Jonathan Nolan did uncredited rewrites on Batman Begins, but Dark Knight, he brought him full-fledged.
One thing I really appreciate about The Dark Knight is that it felt like a true standalone movie, and it didn't feel like you have to watch the first movie to understand this and not be totally clueless about this movie. Like you can go in completely blind and you'll still be in.
Yeah, Eric Roberts. That was cool at cast.
Apparently, Christopher Nolan.
Aaron Eckhart was a brilliant cast. I remember watching his last movie called the before this film. It was The Core, and then he did Thank You for Smoking, which that was a very underrated movie.
That movie is so good.
Apparently, Nolan actually saw. He actually saw. Went to a prosecutors and actually asked them how accurate would this script be, like, and they would give him notes and stuff, and so that way, because he wanted to make this feel like this is a real prosecutor, like he wanted a Eureka case, and all he wanted to find out this is factual stuff. Like he didn't want to just make it Hollywood BS. What were you saying, Ryan?
That's Christopher Nolan in a nutshell. It's like realism to the max.
I was just going to say I'm gonna do a thank you for smoking is better than you remember video next year.
Oh,
I agree.
I've still never seen that movie.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I've never seen
this,
it.
I think that movie came out like 19 years ago. I think it was like back in 2006 when that film came out.
Apparently this is how he got cast.
Oh, okay.
It's turning 20 next year, which is why I'm gonna review it.
That's true.
What movie is it again?
You idiot.
Thank you for
I
smoking.
love the scene.
Oh,
I
If you want to kill a
I'll
public
check
servant,
it
I
out.
recommend you buy me.
You want to kill a public servant? I recommend.
I mean, that was Aaron Eckhart's like second lead role, because his first lead role was the movie called The Core.
Yeah, this got him the role in I, Frankenstein.
I think the only other movie I've seen Aaron Eckhart hit in, he had a supporting role in Sully with Tom Hanks. He was pretty good in that movie too.
Olympus Has Fallen.
He had the best line in that movie where the person's like, "Would you change anything about the incident?" And he's like, "Yeah, we would land in Tahiti."
Do you guys remember Battle Los
Most people,
Angeles?
and also going back
I
to
was
with this
thinking
whole
that might be
recasting with Rachel Dawes, because Katie Holmes played the Rachel Dawes in the first one, and they recast Maggie Gyllenhaal, and most people wouldn't even notice it. They never bothered to acknowledge the recasting.
Because Nolan didn't want Katie Holmes, but the studio wanted her.
I wonder why she didn't come back for the next one. I don't know how.
I think what it was the biggest, from what I read, is that Nolan kind of persuaded her to go seek other projects, because Tom Cruise really didn't want her coming back to do another one.
Oh,
and
yeah,
also
that's
she
true.
wanted to, and so Nolan told her, "You don't have to do another one. We're good. We don't need you. If you want to."
I think was Maggie Gyllenhaal his first choice to play Rachel Dawes?
No, he just did not like her. That
no, I'm talking about Maggie Gyllenhaal, not Katie Holmes.
No, like the studio just told him Katie Holmes has to be the love interest. They just told him that. He was like, "Okay."
It's actually one of the few times I don't mind the recast, because I thought Katie Holmes was miscast in the first movie. And Maggie Gyllenhaal, I bought her in that role better, especially as the district attorney, working in that.
If Nolan would have had his way
in that field,
he would have probably had someone else in that role.
Looking back on this movie, Aaron Eckhart as Harvey Dent felt like the main character of this film more than Batman, to be honest with you.
You know who would have probably been? Amy Adams.
Especially especially when it's really centered on him when they lose Rachel.
Yeah, I can see Amy Adams as low.
It probably been
Because
Amy Adams.
Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent, he feels like the main character of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You think it probably would have been Amy Adams or Scarlett Johansson? Because I know Amy Adams read with all the Batman.
Yeah. I could see Amy Adams in this role,
She
actually.
would have been like Rachel before Lois Lane. That would have been like crazy. I was
Yeah.
Rachel.
Probably would have changed the trajectory.
Amy Adams would have got blown away.
But I'm glad it was Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's pretty good in this movie.
I've never seen her.
With Amy Adams as Lois Lane, I thought that Amy Adams was miscast as Lois Lane in the Snyder's verse.
I agree.
Like, I didn't think she was the right fit for the role.
I think she would have blown this role away, though. She would have blown this.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think that Zack Snyder wanted Zoe Saldana as a second choice to play Lois Lane.
Yeah, but the studio said you cannot hire a black chick to play Lois Lane. That was the studio's mandate.
They did not say that.
They literally said that. They
literally said you can't cast black.
You cannot cast an African American actress to play Lois.
If you can cast a black actor to play Perry White, which they did. You're telling me you can't do that for Lois Lane? They
literally had studio notes. They even had a note back in Sony when they were casting Spider-Man. He can't be black. That was one of their notes in the Sony hacks that told Marvel Studios. He cannot be black.
Apparently, they've never heard of Miles Morales.
Yeah, for when Tom Holland said he cannot be black, gay, or a pedophile or a drug addict. And I'm like, why would they put that? Like, are they afraid Marvel's going to make him all those things? Like, are they afraid?
That's like the worst idea.
Like, why? Like, he's gonna be a singer shooting up and picking up kids. Like, hey kids, Spider-Man.
No.
That's gonna be a thing. Like, yeah, I would love that. Zoe Saldana is so good. And I honestly wish I'm glad.
I think that Zoe Saldana would have been a better choice to play Lois Lane at that time.
I 100% agree with you. I think honestly
would have been a better choice. But also, you got to find someone who has a great chemistry with Henry Cavill and a female actress who can take on the role as Lois. But I feel like them two were not doing it. We're not matching it well with their chemistry.
Yeah.
I actually liked Amy Adams in Man of Steel, but I don't think the other movies utilized her talents that well, especially Batman versus Superman, because they made her an idiot in that movie.
They just made her boring too.
By the way, this is the same studio that told Zoe Kravitz she could not audition for The Dark Knight Rises because she's black.
It's just kind of funny because she played Catwoman.
She did play Catwoman in the Matt Reeves movie, so that's changed.
The Catwoman's assistant. You know Juno Temple's role in The Dark Knight Rises? That was the role that Zoe Kravitz wanted to audition for, but they told her she couldn't because she's too urban. And I'm just like, and like,
but also at the time, she would have been way too young to play that role.
I mean, it was a different time. It was 2011, so like they had a difference. You know, I'm glad that she got to play Catwoman. She's like, hey, Warner Bros. From 2011. He's like, I'm Catwoman now. I went from being the assistant to being Catwoman. That was going to audition for the assistant. That is our Warner Bros. Racist moments of the year. This was, by the way, this is 2011. Okay, they're not racist now. I'm saying this was not. This was.
This scene here is like the ultimate theme of the movie. Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Well, to be fair, Warner Brothers is now in a different team, different regime.
There were like 4 or 5 different divisions. That was 4 or 5 different divisions ago.
Yeah, different era back then.
You know who she is? GoldenEye.
I remember her. She was in 2012, that Roland Emmerich movie.
The blonde woman was also GoldenEye. Remember that GoldenEye? She was the redheaded woman in GoldenEye.
Oh, the Russian lady?
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
She loves the Caribbean.
You're like boys with toys.
They'll never need another
son. There we go. This meeting scene.
I love this meeting scene. It's one of the scenes I always look forward to in this movie.
The meeting scene put me on edge when Joker shows up.
Michael J. White is so good.
I'm wondering how they were able to get web chat from a shitty old TV with not flat screen or webcam. How the hell did they?
Yeah, I remember.
No one talks about that.
Theaters. I remember seeing this in theaters, and I'm like, he can broadcast himself from halfway across the world. That's so cool. not
And
knowing
now it's
that
a reality.
we weren't even there. That was before even Skype was even a thing.
I like
now,
how
like
Eric
12 years.
Well,
Now,
he's
like,
what, from Hong Kong? I guess the technology was more advanced over
They're
there.
using an old shitty fucking TV to fucking broadcast across the world.
They
I
have
don't
no
see any
choice.
cameras. Like, where's the fucking camera?
it was
I
either
love how-
that or a laptop where people would have to be like, "What is the deal, Lau? Someone tell me the deal, Lau."
I love how Eric Roberts' character just brushes off the Joker at first.
And they got Michael J. White in the movie who played Spawn, and then he played a
Right.
DC character, Bronze Tiger, in the Arrow show. And he was in the Asian. For what I can't remember the guy's name, the Chinese dude who's the one who's on the TV. He was in Arrow. I can't even
There he
fucking remember his
comes.
name.
There we go.
There he comes.
Ooh,
I
Joker
thought
bad.
my
My
jokes.
jokes were bad.
Let's make a bad trick.
Magic trick.
Is it what?
Huh? What?
He's gonna. Oh man, he's gonna
Let's
be
make this pencil
Harry Houdini.
disappear.
Oh,
Ooh. Ta-da!
oh, that is so brutal.
Every time, every single time.
Yeah, I know. Suit. Y'all know you
Oh, I
bought
think
it.
I know how this movie did not get an R rating. If we saw the gore
the
there,
actor
it would
who's
have
playing
been a
the
hard
Chinese
R.
character, the Chinese billionaire guy, is Chen Han, and that's his name. Yeah, he was in the Arrow show as well in the first season. I mean, what happened? Did your balls dropped off?
Hmm. See, I got
You see a guy like me.
This scene is
Freak.
really fucking like
A
very
guy like
disturbing,
me.
very unsettling when it comes to watching the scene like this because it made your skin crawl when he's talking.
Yeah.
But even Michael J. White vouched for Heath Ledger that he had a fucking fun time playing this character on set.
He was also. I remember Heath Ledger's sister when he came home for Christmas. I was just telling him, just like so excited that he was got to work with these actors like Gary Oldman.
Because a lot of people were fucking spraying gossip about why he passed away the way he did. It was because of the role of the Joker. Like he even said, Michael J. White was like, no, it had nothing to do with it. Like he was having a fucking blast playing this character. We had a fun time working with him.
Yeah.
No, it was just him abusing drugs is what killed him.
Yeah, that was his
Yes.
like personal life issues. It had nothing to do with the role of the
Yeah,
Joker.
it was more health.
It was
Basically, he
through his
went
mental
away.
health problems.
He went the way of Jimi Hendrix. Rest in peace.
Do something, never do it for free.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
What?
What did you find out, Jake?
So basically, Roku did a thing where it says the most by state, the most viewed movies in Mississippi. The most viewed movie is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. That is the most viewed movie in Mississippi.
Wait, what?
Yes, the most viewed movie in Mississippi is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
The movie that nobody watched.
The movie that totally was
And
dog
so is
shit.
Alabama. Alabama, the same thing.
Alabama.
I like
What about Tennessee, where I'm currently at? Where about that state?
Tennessee. So Tennessee. So Arkansas, Tennessee is above. Arkansas is above Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't look. Okay, I'm not in geography. I don't know where every state is.
Are you Googling it?
No. Spider-Man 3. It says
Tennessee is southwest of Virginia.
Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3. I'll take it. I like that one.
What about you, Matt? Okay, you're. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh. What about? I'm curious about Virginia too. What's the most watched movie there?
I'm just gonna send you because I don't know. It doesn't say the state. All right, I'm gonna send you.
This is a great camera work on the rooftop. They're doing a 360 single shot of film on the rooftop. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Batman's just sitting there like
They're not even doing cutbacks. They're not doing cutbacks. They're doing a 360 the whole like 180 shot.
And Batman just lets them argue with each other.
All right.
Which one's Minnesota, Matt, and Virginia?
Virginia
State. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Virginia is Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good movie. It's a pretty underrated in some regards.
What's Minnesota's, Matt?
Don't know.
I'll look in a second. Hold on.
They're not really making it clear what's the most viewed in the state.
They say the movie. They showed the movie title. That's the one. Seattle.
I'd recommend a
Montana,
good
North
travel
Dakota.
agent without it landing.
Seattle.
Are you hunting?
Seattle is the Lego Batman movie. What the fuck?
Hey, that's a good one. Oh,
So is Idaho.
perhaps you should read the instructions first.
Perhaps you should read the
Montana
instructions
is
first.
Deadpool. North Dakota is Deadpool. Minnesota is Captain America: The First Avenger.
Good for me.
Wisconsin
What
is
was it?
Iron Man 2.
You'd be doing good against cats.
That foreshadows the next movie.
New Mexico is the 2016 Suicide Squad. The 2016 Suicide Squad is really popular in Mexico. New
Are these
Mexico.
like the most watched comic book movies in each
Like
state?
in their state, yeah, in their state, the most watched comic movie in their state, yeah.
So Virginia is Captain America: The First Avenger, and
That's
Tennessee is
Minnesota.
Spider-Man 3. Wow.
And Matt, Florida, or Ryan, Aquaman 1 is Florida.
Okay, could be worse.
Far From Home is in Texas. Do you want to know what it's California's is? Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I don't see the Dark Knight on any of these. All I see is Batman 89 for a lot of these.
I'm
Oh my god,
surprised.
one state has the Flash in it. The Flash.
Damn.
That
Oh,
made me
here's
nearly
another one.
choke on my popcorn.
You're basing this off of Roku.
This one, yeah, Roku. Look up by the state by top. They're top by every state. They're
Yeah,
top.
Captain America. Well, at least it's not. At least I have the better comic book movie in my state.
Here's another all-timer right here.
How
Oh, yeah.
alive?
I'm alive.
Another good scene.
All right, you want to know where we got these cars?
The one.
My
The,
father was a drinker. and a
there's one in Florida for the first Aquaman movie for Florida.
Oh, Jacob, by the way, I read the map wrong. Justice League 2017 is the one in Tennessee.
What?
Yeah,
Why that movie?
Kentucky is Spider-Man 3.
I'd rather it be Spider-Man 3.
The Justice League 20. Justice League is y'all.
Well, it really all depends which Justice League. I mean, they
The
didn't really
2017
clarify.
Justice
He
League.
said Justice League.
They didn't really clarify it. It could be
What I
like
mean.
it could be the Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Everyone knows it's Justice League, not Zack. I'm gonna call it Zack Snyder's Justice League. Jacob's like, fuck. Nah, I gotta leave Tennessee now.
Leave Tennessee because of that.
What's your...
Ooh.
We don't even see like what kills him. It's just the noise is just enough to be like.
Well, they
"Yup,
couldn't
he's
because
dead."
it's still a PG-13
Probably would have
movie.
been, probably would have been a hard R if we felt.
Because if it was R, they would have shown it. It would have been a lot more graphic. if it was
I could
R-rated.
imagine. I can picture what it would have been. Should have
Probably just slit his throat or probably sliced
Yeah.
his face off or something.
right into the mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what he did.
That's the only interpretation I can think of.
Hey.
Oh, he's doing a tryout. It's like one of them's
So,
gonna have
Missouri
to
is the Flash. Missouri.
Missouri. No Flash.
Well, that makes sense. Missouri's a shithole state, so it's like, really. I apologize to all the people in Missouri. We're not a shithole state, man. We
Oh.
have it.
That Ezra Miller is the finest actor that we've ever had.
Oh gosh.
Ezra Miller, man. Let me tell you something. I don't care about the sex cults or the grooming children or about him fighting women at bars. I'm gonna tell you right now. I love the Flash. I die on the hill for that Flash. Okay. I don't care. They, them are okay with me. I'm going to be on Pierce Morgan next week having to apologize for that statement.
Yeah, just wait for Pierce Morgan to recruit you or Geeks and Gamers.
Like guy at 3D Cinema.
Mr. Collins, why did you say these comments on your live stream?
At the time, I thought it was really, really funny. And then I realized I was really...
Let's pour one out for Nokia. Y'all remember Nokia?
Remember when The Matrix Reloaded was coming out and they had Nokia was sponsoring everything in that movie?
Ah, yes, the irony of that. But I remember in the first Transformers when it is when the guy at the phone and Totoro was like, from Japan, they're the way of the samurai, and the one girl's like, Nokia's from Finland, and then
another racist jokes. There's a little bit of a racist dialogue there.
And then John Boyne's like, he's a bit strange.
Like he's supposed to be the guy from Sector 7 it was supporting government. He didn't even know which fucking brand that phone is from.
Wasn't the first Transformers where he had Anthony Anderson say, "Shut up, Grandma"?
It's when they did not shy away from some of the racist guys. Some of the racist
guys.
Yeah.
But there's some even looking back on those movies, there's some racist jokes there. There's a lot more racist jokes in the fucking second film if you really think about it. There's a lot of there.
His brother was doing like Dance Revolution in the next room or something.
Okay, the rooftop is fucking badass. And this is the shot right here. That's Christian Bale in the shot in the real building that they're on top of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He didn't jump off of it. They had to use like green screens to have the stunt double to do the jumping off the rooftop.
Right.
They couldn't. Yeah. They probably could not do it in real. They had to do the test in real time in real life in a practical location, but they had to do it on blue screens.
Yeah.
I wonder if Christian Bale was scared when he was up there, because I mean I'm okay with heights,
on
but
safety
not
wires.
that high.
I'm pretty sure he was on the safety wires when he was on the top of the building.
Oh, I have no doubt about that, but still, you're like hundreds of feet in the air.
That's probably what got Tom Cruise to do something like that in Ghost Protocol, climb up the top of the Dubai building.
Well, you all need
to
understand.
Very well be.
This has always been a cool scene too, though, how he gets him.
Yep. This is a
Sanity left Tom Cruise's brain around 2007, give or take.
100%.
He thought he could fly. I can fly.
I can believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can go to the sky.
I don't think that's the song we should be singing right now.
No, not when he's flying.
I fucking hate the fucking artist, but the song slaps. It still slaps. I don't care. I hate the fucking artist. Fuck the artist.
I love the song. I don't like the guy.
Yeah, I don't like.
Of course.
The artist can go fuck himself, but the fucking song still slaps. I don't care.
It just made me think of that Ice Age
movie.
And
let's not forget, Christian Bale was in Newsies, so he can sing.
Yeah,
that's true.
Space Jam is not a great movie, but I Believe I Can Fly and then Fly Like an Eagle by Seal have no right to be as good as they are.
I know it's not a great movie, but it's still a fun movie.
The opening, the
sequel of Space Jam: A New Legacy will make the original film the fucking masterpiece.
It's awful.
Isn't that the one where Porky Pig starts rapping for no reason?
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah,
that's the one.
You had to remind me of
LeBron James said yes to that.
And then they get the Monstars, the same picture they were. It
stopped being a basketball game. It became whatever the fuck they made up. And it's an endless cameos of promotion of HBO Max.
What's so cool about the first Space Jam, besides him playing with the Looney Tunes, they also do his story at the same time.
The thing that annoyed me about Space Jam 2 was they had that whole controversy with Pepe Le Pew, and they cut him out of the movie. But yet in the background, you see the bad guy, the rapist in A Clockwork Orange in a kids movie, and it's like, you accuse Pepe Le Pew of being a rapist, but you got actual rapists in a kids movie. That's just messed up.
For sure.
We gotta dump as many IPs from WB as we can.
Uh,
How that
see you guys.
Skyler.
I got a flight to catch. Woo!
and the guy's reaction like, huh? How? What?
The
If I
guy
could
must be
read his
shitting his
face, it'd be-
pants.
If I could read his face, it'd be like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the score that goes along with it once again.
Thank you, Hans Zimmer.
He gets dropped off like an Amazon package or
Yeah,
something.
he does.
Here he is.
Christopher Nolan's War of the Worlds. Amazon packaging.
Oh dear lord. Matt Collins and I are still recovering brain cells from that watch party.
I'm just trying to forget all about it.
Kyle, have you seen that one yet?
Which one?
The War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
No, I haven't actually.
I would love to see.
I've just seen clips from it and some of Ice Cube's acting. I'm like, this is gonna be Razzie. This is gonna sweep the Razzies. Just watch.
I'll definitely have to
Yeah.
check it out for sure. I'll let give my reaction to it.
Yeah, the two movies I've seen pop up on my feed in the last couple weeks have been this War of the Worlds thing and the K-pop Demon Hunters.
Good for calculation.
He likes to say calculations a lot. I'm good with calculation. That's like his famous.
Because I'm a math guy. I was a math geek in Hong Kong high school.
I just gotta love those 2007, 2008 era cameras and those TVs.
Yep.
Those smaller, shitty HD 720p look. I remember seeing those.
Gotta love that 480p.
It was before they even broadcast HD.
Don't worry, they're coming too.
Yep.
That is such a cool line.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep. Make sure
We hired
you
a
tip.
clown. We hired a clown. Ooh, she's the target.
Not
And she just
force
ignores
now.
it. She just ignores the card. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is a
She's like,
this is a
whatever.
funny moment right here. The not guilty, not guilty, not guilty.
How do
And
you
then-
plead?
And that.
Oh,
What do
I
you think-
remember. Yeah, I remember the guy who plays the mayor. He was in Bates Motel.
Oh,
I
that's
gotta
right.
tell you,
Yeah.
this next
He was
part
supposed to.
where-
He played the sheriff or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
this next part where the body swings and hits the window, it
Oh,
the jump
will
scare.
scare me to death.
Oh yeah, that fuck. Even when you turn up loud and you're trying to hear the dialogue when you're watching on TV, and then it gets louder when their fucking body just shows up in a jump scare sequence. Like, fuck, I gotta turn it down. Fuck. Ah.
Oh, there goes Loeb.
Cops. Yeah, this scene made me jump for the first time too, just because I was expecting it.
There he is.
Whoa, cheap. Yeah.
Boom,
I'll
boom.
never forget. Like this.
Yeah.
Like,
That was just a disturbing jump scare in the movie.
You know, every time he says, "Will the real Batman please stand by?" It reminds me of the Slim Shady song from Eminem with, and is that please stand up.
Please stand up.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
you know, there's a theory floating around that because we don't know who exactly the Joker is in this movie. It's like he was a Iraq war veteran who's really good with explosives.
But that's the beauty of it. His backstory is very mysterious. That will never ever gets revealed of what his backstory.
Nolan,
Yeah,
Yeah,
truly.
'cause every time people ask him, he keeps telling different stories. So it's like you don't know who this guy really is.
I'm
He's
still
just an
surprised that
agent of
Nolan.
chaos, and that's what makes him scarier. He's just a
Why do you
crazy,
just-
deranged guy.
I'm just surprised that Nolan still has never acknowledged of his backstory. Never once.
This video right here was actually Heath Ledger shot this himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And the threatening the video message broadcasted on television, Zack Snyder did literally the same exact thing with General Zod when he was broadcasting out worldwide on television, telling him to turn himself in. That's literally like reminiscent of the Dark Knight.
The way he's look at me.
this is how crazy Batman's made Gotham. You want ordering Gotham.
Come starting to
Batman
start.
must
No.
take off his mask and turn himself in.
Otherwise, people will
Oh, and every day he doesn't, people will die.
die. Starting tonight, I'm a man of my word.
I'm the man of my word.
And then he does his laugh.
He's fucking murdering that guy the moment.
Imagine,
he's turning
imagine
the
Heath Ledger
camera.
telling this actor, "Okay, listen, mate, I want
He
you
literally filmed it himself. That was literally him holding the camera when he was doing the broadcasting on television.
Imagine no one telling the actor, look, just whatever the Joker says, that's what you have to listen to. And he's like, okay.
Alrighty then.
But this guy scares the crap out of me.
Look at me.
I think the guy who was in the scene with them was probably uncomfortable shooting that scene.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're fucking terrified.
I've never been on a set where the director gives the actor the camera and says, roll with it.
Yeah. It's the first time I ever seen that.
Oh, you have no idea.
With Michael Caine, I remember the first time I seen him in one movie was Austin Powers Gold. Remember, he was playing the father of Austin Powers, which I loved him in that movie.
Revenge, and I also
There's
saw
only one thing, and a Dutch.
The Quiet
Apparently-
American.
Well, apparently Michael Caine forgot his lines when he seen when Joker enters the elevator. He forgot his line what he was supposed to say. So that they
I
just
mean, Heath Ledger scared the shit out of me too if I saw a clown coming in.
yeah.
I would feel very uncomfortable around Heath Ledger's Joker if I was shooting on set with him. I know he probably would have been awesome to talk to off camera, but my God, when we're if we're doing a scene, oh God, my skin was about to crawl.
Same. So I don't blame Michael Caine to forget his line at that part.
Your Patrick Bateman is showing there, Bruce.
He just starts turning to.
I mean, he did kill the Joker. He killed Jared Leto in the movie.
Well, we need to back away when he starts quoting about his favorite pop songs from the 80s.
Yeah.
By the way, did y'all see the that Matt Reeves, the reporter asked Colin Farrell, has he read that only 6 people, James Gunn has said 6 people have read the script for the Batman 2 script, and he said, are you one of the 6 people? And Colin Farrell goes, I'm actually going to be the 7th person to read the script.
Really?
And so some people thought he was taking a shot at James Gunn, which I just thought, no, I think he's just being funny about it.
Of course he is.
I'm
They're
gonna be
being facetious.
I'm actually going to be number 7. Read it. Number 7.
Never
If you
said.
read that from a text, then it's hard to know if he's being funny or not. You have to actually watch the video to know for sure if he's being funny.
When I first saw this, I was kind of confused about Harvey Dent because at first all I had was to go off of was Batman Forever and the animated series, and I'm like, why isn't he over the top as Two-Face? Why isn't he going like everything? Why is he acting like all just like an asshole, And I'm like, that's because that's the character. He's angry on one side, like Tommy Lee Jones basically played like the Joker.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to make him over the top because then it goes against the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
Of this whole
Yeah,
movie.
I'm
and this whole
glad though.
universe
I'm
we
like,
set up.
as a kid, I was like,
Yeah, it would not have. Yeah, the Tommy Lee Jones style performance would not have worked in this movie at all.
No,
look at me. It's because now it's fair. And then you're like, okay.
then it would be way too goofy. Then that's not because then it goes against the tone. And if he's the only guy who's over the top and
And
goofy, then it'll be
Aaron,
misplaced.
Aaron, there's already one Joker in the movie. We don't need 2.
Oh gosh.
You're crazy, but you're not insane.
Oh gosh.
That was so disturbing. They had the Commissioner of Loeb drink the fucking scotch with
I
acid
do
in
like
it.
that Nolan
With
did like one
acid.
thing.
He drank acid.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember, guys, Commissioner Loeb was in Gotham. Remember, he was a villain in Gotham. Remember, he just retired in Gotham. Remember, where we're currently. Remember, guys, last week on Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got fired.
Yeah, this one they kill him. I
Or
do
not,
like that he's
yeah.
not corrupt. I like that Commissioner Loeb in this movie is not corrupt.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have worked for this if they did that.
I'm glad that they didn't do that. I mean, that's
Because the whole point of this movie, this is supposed to be a grounded, realistic world where it's not.
yeah, like he's not a
comic book
corrupt
world.
commissioner like in
Right.
the comics and in the games and in the movies. Not with the TV shows, you know. He's actually like a good.
They want to start off with Harvey Dent being a good man, and then it falls. And once tragic happens to him, he falls to his darker self, and it falls rock bottom. And that was the whole theme of this movie, about a good man who was willing to do all good, but then once tragic happens, he falls down and falls into his darker self.
Harvey
What are you
Dent's essentially
doing?
Caesar. You know that, right? Like that metaphor about Caesar. That's Harvey Dent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Everyone starts getting taken out.
Oh, she reads the note up and boom.
And she goes up.
Choking on acid, bro.
We made it.
We made it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I only have one question.
Where is Harvey
Harvey
Dent?
Dent. You know
He's
who he
just
is?
counting
You know
down
who
like
he
he
Is
doesn't
that
not
guy
give
right
a
there?
shit.
And they're like,
is? That
"Why
guy.
do he points? That's that guy right there. He's Harvey." And the guy said, "Oh, my name's not Harvey."
And
And then he goes, "Hey, boom!" He shoots him dead. He goes, "All right, goodbye, everyone." Right there's Harvey. Obviously, he would know what Harvey Dent looks like. You know, obviously, because he's seen
Of
him on
course,
TV.
he watches the news, bro. He's
He
not
couldn't
living under
point
a
to some-
rock.
It isn't like in Die Hard where they're like, "Which one of you is Nakatomi?"
Which is not.
He's not like Vigilante who never watches the news because it thinks it's so depressing.
Two random people just having sex in the other room.
You're fucking in Bruce Wayne's room.
And then he just looks at him like just shameful, like,
Okay,
walk
this
by
one
him.
dude, this one guy, he's a real politician and he's a big Batman fan.
Yeah.
And he was in
Isn't
Batman v
isn't he your
Superman.
state senator, by the way? Isn't he your state
Yeah,
senator?
he's actually a senator in real life. Like,
Isn't he? Isn't Patrick Leary from your state?
no.
Hello, beautiful.
Yeah. I think
He was actually in
he cameoed in Batman and Robin as well.
He was a senator in Batman v Superman.
Yep. He also cameoed in Batman and Robin during the auction scene.
Because
And he's
he's actually a real Batman fan in real life.
Patrick Leary is Vermont.
Besides, I don't follow politicians. I know who's fucking living in who. You think I follow that shit?
I was just wondering. I mean, he's 85 years old. Wow.
I worry too much.
Who gambles and gets in deep? He's changing the backstory again just to intimidate their victims.
Just wanted to know. I don't care about this stuff.
I put a razor in my mouth.
I stick a razor in my mouth and do this to myself.
You can't stand the sight of me.
Now I'm always smiling.
Now
I always love this
Always.
little fight in you. I like that. Then you're gonna love me.
And you're gonna love me. A little fight in you. I like that. You're gonna love me.
I like how
It's so good.
Like, you go get him now. You go hit him.
You go get him then.
One at a time. Orderly fashion for your ass kicking.
Dude, there was this one scene in the rooftop in The Dark Knight Rises when Catwoman and Batman were working together to fight Bane's thugs.
one guy just
And there's
goes
this one guy was falling down for no reason. If you catch that in the fucking shots, and Cinema Sense had literally pointed that, I was like, wow, that extra just falls down for no reason. Reminds me in fucking Mortal Kombat when Johnny Cage was fighting, doing the fight choreography on set. It's like, this is where you fall down.
And he just falls.
Oh, I was thinking you were thinking of Austin Powers, where he goes, "You don't even got a name tag. Why don't you just go down?"
That's another one too. That was reminding me of that too. You don't even got a name tag. You don't work here. Just fall down.
It's poor choice of words.
Let her go.
Yeah, say that right by a window.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
surprised you did not
I'm
die.
pretty sure that is a bigger fall than what happened to Two-Face at the end of the movie. And Batman survives this.
I'm surprised they survived that fall.
I mean,
100
the
stories.
grappling gun would have solved all of your issues.
You could not use a grapple gun.
I mean, I'm just saying,
She
like,
probably would have died. She was splattered.
he would have been in the hospital at least.
Yeah, because he has a
Somewhat,
protection
yeah.
armor suit.
But
I
yeah, I
don't
think
care
that's a
if you
bigger
have a
fall.
protective armor, you will get fucked up.
Yeah. And that is clearly a bigger fall than what happened to Two-Face at the end of the movie.
Apparently, grapple gun didn't apply to him, even though he has one.
Ryan,
Yes.
read the comment in a second. It's a private chat. In a second. Not right
You
now.
didn't send anything.
I love the scene with Alfred describing what kind of man he really is. He's like, hey, everybody has a purpose. Everybody's after something. When Joker, no, he's not after anything. He's after for doing this for sport, and he wants to prove that most heroes are not all good, and even society itself. And he just wants the world to burn.
I always like this dialogue from Michael Caine in this scene.
Like he was literally like 100% correct of who the Joker really is. And I believe that this version of Alfred is supposed to be like an ex-MI6 agent.
Ryan, read the private chat.
I'm surprised this shot itself on the rooftop is on green screen, because it did not look like it was on green screen.
This looks amazing, you know.
Because you couldn't even tell.
That was a green screen.
Yeah, it was a shot on green screen. I'm not even
Oh,
joking.
That looks like a
always thought it was
legit
just
shot.
that Christian Bell's- They had a stunt guy stand on the rooftop and just say, "All right."
I always thought that was how it was.
Because that shot itself, that was done on green screen. That was not even in the practical location that they were on the rooftop.
It's hard to tell that it is.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. It's not being able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where certain movies you can definitely tell for sure.
Well, you got to do the lighting very well, and so that it's not so fucking noticeable.
For sure. 100%.
No fingerprints.
Well, whatever you're gonna do it fast.
This is a one scene that we get to see him do it to detective.
Yep. Hey, we get a little bit of that in this movie.
Yeah, we got a little bit of it in this movie where he's actually being a detective.
I like this when it's like, boom.
Boom.
I'm not sure you made it loud enough. And this is the first Batman film that we never see him in an actual Batcave because it's still being rebuilt for the Wayne Manor.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere this is supposed to be set like 6 months after Batman Begins.
Yeah, it's
So
supposed to be like a 6 months or a year after the events of the first one or something.
yeah,
But it still would have been cool if we would have gone back to the Batcave because I thought it was really dope.
yeah.
For sure.
At least we got it again in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, because the third film, it almost felt like it was a sequel to the first movie. It almost felt
I know,
like it.
I know. I remember my grandmother watched it with me.
Because
and she
they
said,
were going back to what was done in the first
it's all
one.
about the League of Shadows, okay?
And
That's
the League of
Yeah,
Shadows were
I
back
thought,
again.
ooh, there was a connection with that. Yeah.
Because with the second film, it literally had nothing to
There's
do
a
with
hot
the
theory
first
that
one.
this guy is the Riddler.
Oh, really?
I think that's not. I don't think that's really the best theory because he doesn't strike me as the Riddler type.
He's the Riddler.
No, he just seems like this cocky guy that wants to blackmail Bruce
Yeah, that's
Wayne.
yeah.
And
He doesn't.
it
He doesn't
bites
go,
him in
hey,
the butt.
riddle me this, riddle me that.
By the way, do you know this guy's from That's So Raven?
I don't remember him. Yeah,
He was
I
Stinky
think,
Sturkey, the stinky guy. The
Oh,
oh, the
okay.
stinky guy. Oh, yeah, that is him.
I've seen that now.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, the stink dude.
That's so Raven. Holy,
He got
that
to be in the
goes
biggest movie of
back.
2008. I don't think he's like, I'm crying all the way to the bank. And he's also has a cameo in Iron Man as one of the people watching Iron Man on the jet flyby.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember him in that movie. Probably happened so fast I have to rewatch that again.
Yeah, I mean, this movie made Dave Dismalchin's career, he said.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the news anchor, like Anthony, played by Anthony Michael Hall, he was also in this movie as well. I mean, the guy who was
a lot of
in like
people have
John
said
Hughes
Dark
movies.
Knight- Like Eric Roberts said, like I was like he says I was a nobody, but like after he said because I had done movies in the '80s and stuff, but then no one would really like. Christopher Nolan took a big gamble, hired me, and then that right there led me more job offers now, and because of that, because they're like, oh, you were in Dark Knight, yeah, we'll bring you in for an audition.
I didn't even notice that was Anthony
Right.
Michael Hall who's playing the Gotham news anchor. I had no idea that was
Oh.
Anthony Michael Hall. I did not recognize him.
Yeah,
That's right,
You just
yeah.
know him we just know him primarily as a teen actor who was in all those John Hughes movies.
He looks so much different in his old age.
Yeah,
Like,
because I didn't see him much until he was in Kills Again.
I had IMDb that shit years ago, and I was like, oh god, that was him. That was him.
I mean, I think Anthony Michael Hall would have been okay with or without Dark Knight, but I mean, like I would say,
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that I just didn't notice him in that movie.
yeah, I know what you mean now. I know.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him back then because I wasn't thinking about it.
It's like what they got the guy from the Breakfast Club being in the Dark Knight. Like what?
They got Emma Roberts' dad. They got literally the guy from the Breakfast Club, and they got Dave Dismalchin. Before he was Dave Dismalchin. They also got Stinky Sturkey from That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that will be his greatest strength to beat the Joker, show off his stinkness.
And then they got
If he were to survive it, that would be his greatest superpower.
Right.
Stinky.
That's like in Oppenheimer, he cast Roderick from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies in that movie.
And Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Josh was in the movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Peck. Yeah, he was also. They had pretty much everyone in that fucking movie. That was just.
No, Nolan doesn't have a problem with casting people. Like he doesn't care what your background is.
They had Jack Quaid. They had lots of names that were showing up out of nowhere that you didn't even know they were in the movie. Josh Hartnett really got revived his career in Oppenheimer. From Josh Hartnett as an actor.
Did you guys see? Speaking about Josh Hartnett,
I think it was around the time that he came out of his retirement.
And then he did that shitty movie Trap.
Did you guys see?
It's not a
Flight
bad
or
movie.
Fight?
I did not hate Trap.
Kyle, finish your thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you guys see Flight or Fight with Josh Hartnett?
I still gotta watch that movie. I have it on Vudu. I still have not watched it yet.
I do like that he does the Batman voice here. It's like in Bruce Wayne. He's like,
Yeah.
Because
What happened?
even though he's not wearing the outfit, I thought that was so cool. Like he's doing the Batman voice.
Yeah, because he's got to disguise his voice.
Right.
Ben
I always
Affleck
thought
only had
this
the.
was- I always thought this guy was Ben Affleck. I know it's not, but like just from the side. There's David.
oh, that one shooter guy's the polka dot man in Suicide Squad.
He's been in a lot of comic book movies.
He
and
was an
TV shows.
Ant-Man
I
as
saw,
well.
I saw someone the other day suggest he should be Bruce Wayne Batman for the DC James Gunn's DCU.
I was like,
And I'm just
no.
like, what? No.
What are you smoking?
I was like, he's already Polka Dot Man, so no. And two,
Yeah, like Desmalchin is good at his job, but but he's already in the DCU, and besides, he's
also like he would not.
The first time I saw this movie, I thought they were going to kill off Gordon in this scene. Like I honestly thought it did. I'm like, oh man.
Like this movie's, they're going for they're trying to kill everybody off. In this
he was great in that Late Night with the Devil. That was
I loved the movie until they got to the fucking twist. That's when I hated that movie. Whenever I
did not hate the twist.
Whenever they're like, oh, they go back and then they do everything, I'm like, that just made it stupid. I'm like, all right, you lost me. You had me. If it would just ended up in like a 45-minute movie, I would have been like, all right, I'm sold. But then if it was just, then they had to go to like, okay, after the girl, the whole station gets killed, and then that's when I'm like, okay, you lost me.
I disagree. I thought the plot twist was brilliant.
Oh, I hate this part. Just like see Jim's wife react like that. It just breaks my heart.
And then she tells Batman, you brought this on us. You did. You brought this on us.
As Batman is lurking around, stalking them.
He literally looks at him and says this. Like he's right there. She says this. Which he's like, yes, I did. Well, she doesn't say that, but he's thinking it after she's yelling at him. He's like, yeah, I don't want to talk to the crooked cops.
I was literally here just about an hour ago.
Right.
You could have literally walked up to. They knew he was there too. They could have literally turned around and walked up to him. And
you were here an hour ago. You did not see me. Oh, Batman fucking everybody up in the nightclub.
Oh yeah, this scene is awesome.
It's not very noticeable because you're using strobe lights to shoot the fight scenes.
Said, this scene walks to Matt Reeves' nightclub scene.
I thought that fight scene was so superior. That nightclub, that was badass.
Yeah, I think that one's better.
I agree.
And it's not as noticeable in that shot because of strobe lights, because they're using strobe lights to not show too much of the fight scenes.
These are all crooked cops. To be fair, Gordon understood the assignment. Sometimes you have to work with crooked cops to catch the bigger crooked cops.
For sure.
Dude, even Harvey Dent never trusted those cops. They knew they were crooked cops.
I mean, to be fair, like we're watching Gotham right now. He's working with crooked cops in Gotham, and he understands he can't. He's not a commissioner. He can't just ask for the resignation. He works.
He's just a lieutenant.
Yeah.
He was just a detective, and he was promoted as a lieutenant by the end of the first movie.
This was a good Aaron Eckhart scene.
Too, this is where he really goes a little bit of hard edge.
Teetering the line here between him and Two-Face.
That was a scene where he's actually Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face before it was Two-Face.
His darker half of himself is kicking in. I was so laughing so hard when he just dropped him down from 2 stories down in the building, from 2 stories down, and broke his ankle. I was laughing.
Just chops him the way he flies too down.
The way he just glides down in the building.
Yeah.
Someone knows where he is.
Where are they?
They made a fucking Dark Knight spoof when they were making fun of his Batman voice. Like, are you okay, Batman? What's wrong with your voice? I don't understand you.
Does anybody understand what this Batman is saying?
Have you been to the doctor lately?
No, because
I don't have throat cancer. I don't have throat cancer. I think the Joker's like, I think you have a severe case of throat cancer. Have you been to the doctor lately?
If Batman wasn't there, he could have just shot him.
He probably would have shot him.
That's a legendary cross eye right there on Desmalchin.
He crushed the cross eye thing. Well, he already knows that those 2 sides of those coins are 2 heads. Like he was just using it to intimidate, to scare the shit out of him to get the answers.
But Desmalchin doesn't know that.
I know, that's the whole point. He's useless.
You can't give in.
You can't give in. All right, calm down, Spaz. It's like Ben Affleck's Batman. Why'd you say that name? Like, dude, calm down, man. Take it easy,
Whoa,
man.
take it easy, man.
Whoa,
take it easy.
Whoa, take it easy, man. That I would laugh that Drake Bell just fucking does that in the scene. Like, whoa, take it easy, man.
Like, it's like chill.
This whole love triangle thing I did not like.
I mean, it's not as in your face as, like, say,
Yeah, I know,
Gordon
but the
Lee
whole
and Barbara.
I know that that Bruce Wayne's goal is to retire as Batman so that Harvey Dent can take his place to be the Gotham's White Knight so that he can just be with Rachel. Oh, damn, Rachel, you cheating hoe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know.
That also reminded me of she reminded me of Mary Jane in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie. How many times she cheats on her boyfriend?
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she wants.
It's like, make up your mind, woman.
Well, she does make up her mind at the end of the movie. Dead.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right. She did. I'll give her that.
But when we find out later, the letter, it was always Harvey was who she was after.
Yeah, she was gonna choose Harvey regardless, but she was at the beginning. She did not want to be with him when he's already Batman. It would have been bold if he actually exposed himself to the world that Bruce Wayne is Batman. That would have been a bold move in this movie.
Yeah, I was thinking they were going to go in that direction, and then when it went the opposite, and Harvey did it.
Like, are they going to do the Iron Man style where they're getting rid of the secret identity thing for superheroes? Yeah. Iron Man was the first movie that actually, it was the first time that they actually got rid of the secret identity thing.
Right.
Well, actually, since I think Iron Man came out first, so I guess if The Dark Knight did the same trope, people accuse him of ripping off Iron Man. So
the only time that they were able to
go there.
Yeah, the only time that they were able to keep the secret identity in the MCU was when Spider-Man came along, aside from No Way Home, but they actually resolved that issue with the secret identity.
They reversed it.
Which I think that's what they should start doing. They don't, not everybody needs to know everybody.
Didn't he do I, Frankenstein too? You remember that film?
I barely remember that movie. I forgot all about that.
Same. It's just
that's when they were trying. That's when they were trying to get him into an action film.
Yeah.
I just wish he would have. I just wish he would do. I know he's doing a lot more straight to VOD movies, but I want him to get back to doing like more drama, more big movies.
100%.
He's
got the talent. He's got the talent.
Yeah, he's very underrated. But there's still a chance for him to come back, and if he wants to do a streaming service television shows.
Right.
Shut up, guy. That one pulled the 180 out of nowhere. Was like, whoa, he really he decided to take the fall for it.
Damn.
It was part of his own little plan to lure the Joker so that Batman would take him down. That was his plan. Yeah. He improvised.
Then it turns into one of my favorite sequences when the Joker's trying to go after him in the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great moment.
I guess that this Harvey Dent that he thinks that Batman's more important
Right.
because he never wanted him to turn himself in. He doesn't want him to expose him to get him exposed to the world.
Yeah, I think Bruce Wayne was gonna do it, but Harvey just
he
got
was-
like, "Oh, I'm like, oh no."
Yeah, he was literally going to
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do
He
it.
was.
Little did he know that would be the last time that they would hug.
A little foreshadowing. I needed to have a letter before my death.
And did you guys ever think that one SWAT team member was Gordon?
No, I didn't even know. I had no clue.
No, this
Me
was a
either.
big shock too because I was convinced they killed him off.
I was
Yeah.
like, wait, they can't kill Gordon off so early? Like, what?
Especially, yeah.
But the payoff is so good though when he does show up. I was like,
And it
"Yeah."
doesn't let you see that he's very noticeable that that's Gordon in that SWAT team suit.
No.
They kept us in the suspense.
Oh, here we go.
Make my
He
own
makes
luck.
his own luck.
So good. The camera just turns, and then of course eventually you see the fire.
Joker's great with master plans.
I love whenever the Joker.
He just blows the fucking cop away like that. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. He has no remorse.
He has no rules. He's the agent of chaos.
That's true.
It's
He's
a
an
fire
anarchist.
truck on
Don't-
fire.
He's an anarchist.
He's a real anarchist.
Great fucking shot. The way that they filmed this location in Chicago.
Oh, it's such a good shot they
You
picked
know
for this scene.
the guy who's next to Gordon in the SWAT truck is the guy from Batman and Robin who was the racer that races Batgirl and Robin and says, "End of the line, sweetheart."
Oh, well,
Really?
at least he's in a better Batman movie now.
Yeah.
Like that was his, like, yeah, now he's a cop in this movie. He's like
Spider Cop. Just kidding.
Spider
in
Cop.
the Dark Knight. Okay, he was in 2 Batman movies. Him and Patrick Leary had the same thing in common. They were both in Batman and Robin and The Dark Knight.
You were saying? Oh,
Oh, see ya.
I like that it says like laughter is the best.
Yeah, he used a
Slaughter is
graffiti
the
on
best
that thing. It's
version.
called Slaughter. For
That's
the laughter,
funny.
and he had the red graffiti.
It's like
The practical action in this scene is what makes this scene amazing.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
just
Oh man,
phenomenal.
Especially the Bat Pod sequence.
This must have been fun to film this scene right here.
Or
Is that a bazooka?
stress.
I feel like the fucking passenger SWAT officer was calling out so much the obvious. He's literally a Captain Obvious. What do you think, Captain Obvious? Captain Obvious.
I got
Captain Obvious had to point out there was a bazooka in this
It's a
scene.
quote from Tom Cruise to Ethan Hunt. No shit.
Of course, that's a bazooka.
I do like that the explosions are accurate. They're not like in the movies where they blow up
Yeah.
everything around you.
Because
Like,
every car, they always feel like it blows up, and it's not very accurate at how cars blow up on impact.
Ooh.
Okay, that guy's fucking dead
Time to
right
take
now.
out the trash.
That guy- I'm pretty sure the garbage dude is
Yeah.
dead.
And Joker's reaction to it, like, ooh.
Dude,
I'm
like-
90% sure he just killed the garbage dude.
he's like, "Eat that garbage, man. That's for not picking up my trash, asshole."
Eat that
Yeah.
garbage man.
Eat it.
It must really suck that having to park somewhere in the parking garage and it gets blown up whenever they are in the chase. And if it's one of your car, you'd be like, "What the fuck happened to my car? What the fuck? You better have a fucking insurance, you asshole." for all the property damage. It's like, fuck those cars.
Oh God! Oh.
This will be the last time you ever
the
see
Batmobile is definitely totaled.
Yeah, that's the last time you see the Batmobile.
Ooh, I want to drive.
You know, the box set that I have for the trilogy, the Blu-ray box set, it came with a Harvey Dent coin, and I don't know where the coin is anymore. I wish I found it.
Oh,
I have a Harvey Dent coin,
so
but
cool.
for the DVD, it came with a comic book, and it had Harvey Dent's coin. I still have Harvey Dent's coin in the comic book, but I'm afraid to take it out because I was losing it. And it has like the one sign, the coin, and it has that you flip it.
Ryan, I definitely recommend you should get the 4K Blu-ray box set for Dark Knight Trilogy. You will love the 4K quality.
I like this job, man.
I like this job. Like it.
Like it.
Where's the trigger?
Where's the trigger? Never get the ordinary senses. Where's the trigger?
Where's the trigger?
I've broken you.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, the Bat Pod is awesome too.
Which I'm surprised he never uses the Batmobile ever again because you got multiple fucking Tumbler.
Well, to be fair, in Dark Knight Rises,
you had multiple. You couldn't.
Batmobiles.
He has a bunch of multiple tumblers and he never uses them.
All right, rack them up. But
I guess he wanted to incorporate the bat plane, the Batwing.
Rack them up.
I mean, the Batwing is pretty cool in that movie.
See, it must have sucked having to be in the middle of a traffic and you're getting your fucking mirror broken a lot.
Okay, rack them up.
Imagine if they would have saw like, oh my God, pull up, Tim. Oh, that was close.
I find it very funny that the SWAT dude in the fucking passenger seat is like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, yeah, you did, dummy. You did sign up for this.
Being a part of SWAT.
See, you fucking damage all the cars. It must have sucked. And what if it's one of your car gets parked in that fucking under the bridge?
Was your car damaged during Batman and the Joker's battle? Well, do I have the show?
Well, yeah.
Powerless.
I would be pissed. Okay, Captain Obvious. No shit. You're saying literally obvious things.
Oh, sorry,
Captain Obvious.
Like that actually worked.
The character's literally a definition of a Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this was shot in London because that looks like the subway in London.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's it. Either
that shot was sick.
Mall.
Walking into an indoor mall while the Batpod is passing you by, like, what the fuck?
Right.
People would be on their smartphones recorded on YouTube.
This right here, this whole sequence of Batman and the Joker was all shot in London, they said, because...
Yeah.
Now there's a Batman.
I love that.
Sick shot, dude.
Oh,
there's a Batman.
This is my favorite.
Can you imagine if Ben Affleck's Batman for Batman v Superman was in this movie, this version? He would fucking blow them to oblivion.
Oh,
I missed.
This stunt is amazing.
They did a meme of it too. That was pretty funny.
Oh man!
Like, no, he didn't miss.
Oh.
But the way the forklift truck just fucking flips over, like, wow, what a cinematic shot.
That is awesome.
That's definition of cinema.
And then Ledger's acting.
People ask, why does the visual effects look so good in this movie? And that's because Nolan mostly shot everything practical and the little touch-ups are CGI. And that's because when the visual effects company doesn't have to do that much CGI, then the movie will look so much better. But with every shot of CGI, then it's going to take some noticeability.
Yeah, just watch. Yeah, just watch this and the flashback to back, and it's like night and day.
Well, it's difficult to compare because most of the visual effects shots were not even done. They were mostly unfinished visual effects shots.
Nolan would never have signed off on the Flash movie that way. That would have been like, we're going to
no, he even said he was done doing superhero movies after the Batman. Like, he's not directing any superhero movies.
Honestly, Nolan directing that Green Lantern movie would have been amazing.
Maybe.
I mean, he peaked with the trilogy. I'm like, why should he taint it anymore?
They wanted him to direct Man of Steel. They said, "Look," and he said, "I don't want to do it." He said, "Hire someone else to do it."
He wanted Zack. No, he even told WB, "You should hire Zack Snyder to do the Man of Steel. Have him direct it."
Which they tried to offer him the movie, but he said no. He turned it down multiple times.
Would you just give me a minute?
So he got chose Snyder over.
Yeah. You think if Christopher Nolan had made Man of Steel, it would have been better received than what Zack Snyder
it would
did?
have. He even said there's things in the movie that he told Snyder not to do, and Snyder did, like killing. Superman does not kill. He said, "Do not kill Zod at the end." And he said Snyder argued him down and said he has to though.
But that was the most divisive thing in the movie.
Nolan said he never would have done that. He said never would have.
And most people just weren't not ready for this Elseworld Superman story, that it was too dark and edgy, that they didn't. That's not what audience wanted.
Which, I mean, you know what? I love Man of Steel. I don't care.
I know I'm not a hater. You already know me for years that you know I'm a major defender of that movie.
I enjoy Man of Steel as well.
Yeah, it's like we treat it as an Elseworld. It's a different take.
Yeah,
I see it as Zack Snyder's take on Superman. Much like I see the new film as James Gunn's take.
Yeah.
Which the crazy thing was Warner Brothers even said they were willing to delay the movie so that way Nolan could make Dark Knight Rises and make Man of Steel. But Nolan's like, I don't want to make a Superman movie afterwards. In fact, I don't even know if I want to make a comic movie ever again. I just want to make Dark Knight Rises, and then after I'm done with that, I don't know what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to go on vacation, he said. You know, he says, I got a wife and kid. I'm going to go on vacation with my kids. Which I think Nolan now dodged the bullet.
Yeah,
I don't think he would be good being typecast as a comic book director. I like the fact that he does different genres and makes consistently quality movies.
He was at a point where he can do whatever he wants with it.
Pretty much the decade after Dark Knight Rises, he did Interstellar, and he did Oppenheimer. Tenet is not great, but I mean,
no. Oppenheimer won him an Oscar, and it was the first time he's won as a director as an Oscar. That was Oppenheimer's year.
You want to know how confident Warner Brothers is in the Odyssey? They're literally dropping trailers a year in advance. Be like, hey, see you.
This is distributed by Universal from Oppenheimer to the Odyssey.
Yeah,
because he's not working with WB again.
Tickets already sold out for the Odyssey a year in advance.
Yeah, for the IMAX screenings. These are for the IMAX screenings.
That's crazy. The movie,
you've
only seen like 3 seconds of footage from that movie with John Berthel and them talking.
That shows you the hype is there. There's major hype.
Yeah, I was surprised I seen a trailer already not that long ago. And
it was a good trailer.
They did the same. They literally pulled that same marketing strategy for Oppenheimer, where they put out a teaser for a year in advance.
Hey Ezra, you changed your profile. Nice.
What's up, Ezra? Call.
Hey Ezra. I was right here.
Me? I was right here. What did you leave him with?
In that shot, you could definitely tell that's Ledger now for sure.
Yeah, even in the dark interrogation room, how they shot the dark scenes that look so beautiful.
You know, Ledger said that whenever his makeup smeared, he asked the makeup people, could he do his makeup in this scene? Because it's like he said, it looked like a child does his makeup, and he said he wanted to do it. So he literally did this. He said this scene where the interrogation, he did that makeup himself.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And then Christian Bale actually kept repeatedly hitting him in the interrogation scene. It makes it all the more brutal.
It makes it more believable when he was actually hitting them for real.
Yeah. Because I think Heath Ledger was more method in what he did, because he wanted to feel all the pain and the punches and the beatings.
Yeah, especially when he's laughing after he gets punched in the face. He's like, ah!
Dude, I want you to really punch me in the face.
We're doing good, man. Thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. And also, love your Ezra Carr thing. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You used to have Superman on last night. He had Superman.
This is definitely the best scene of the whole movie, the interrogation between Batman and Joker.
It's a great scene.
Oh, there's a fucking spoof of the Dark Knight where he's in interrogation, but he's actually interrogating the wrong Joker.
yeah.
It was a fucking clown. It's like, fuck.
Oh,
And he
I
pushes his hand like,
you gotta send me that one, Matt. You gotta send me that.
I gotta see that.
he was like, I'm not that guy.
Matt, please send me that. If you find that video, send me it, okay?
It's the one with Pete Holmes, who was fucking doing the Dark Knight spoof videos on YouTube, Funny or Die.
I look
I
like
didn't
a
know
cop.
it was
I was like, oh,
no, this was like on College Humor. That was like College Humor. It's like, I'm not the guy.
Oh god.
It's like, what are they?
Please, dude. I will be whatever you want. If you want me to be the Joker, I will be the Joker, man. Just please.
Like,
stop
I'm just a clown in those balloons, and I only had 2 beers.
Yeah, see, where's Rachel? Where do you want me to be, man? I will tell you wherever she wants. If you tell me she's tomorrow at my house, I will literally drive you to my house. Just stop hitting the shit out of me.
When they don't, they'll cast it.
Like a leopard.
I mean, he kind of called it though, like what happened with Rises.
Right.
It seems to me that he knows everything how the justice system works because he did his homework. I mean, because we don't know much about his backstory, but he literally did his homework. He was very, very prepared of how the justice system works.
And if you listen to what he says, everything he's telling them, he's telling them the truth. They're just not listening what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong about it because the cops they just need him right now to catch the
He's
Joker.
telling him, I'm here, I'm breaking Harvey Dent, and I'm going to turn him into an outcast. He's telling
I'm going to turn him
straight
into our level, bring him down to our level.
He's
Gotham's
straight up
White
telling
Knight.
him, and they're just not listening, or they're not taking him seriously.
You're going to have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
Yeah.
When he just licks his fucking lips, like he does that to every 5 seconds. He's
Well,
licking his lips.
His makeup was so dry, and that's
Yeah,
why.
because it was so dry, he's licking his lips. That was on purpose.
Yeah. Last time
Look at you go.
Yeah, Ezra Bridgers rocks, man.
He's literally pushing him to his darker self to really break the rule.
Oh,
The way he smashed his fucking head on that fucking window, god damn.
Ah,
and then Walking Phoenix did this.
You have nothing.
Yeah, it's weird. Him and Walking Phoenix kind of the same hairstyle and makeup.
Yeah, they did.
Only I would say I think Heath Ledger did it better, but I mean Walking Phoenix is
Well,
just
to be
so
fair, like this is a different iteration of Joker.
Yeah.
Like they're not pulling off the Heath Ledger's Joker.
There's just a
Like
guy
every
from
actor with iteration, they're all different from one another. Like this Joker is nothing like the Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Also, I'll be right back. Got to review a film on Letterboxd. Okay.
Okay. Like, all right. I mean, you can do it simultaneously on your phone to write a review.
I'll be right back. I gotta go
It's
answer.
like, I'll be right back. I'm going to write a review on Letterboxd. I'll be right back.
you
Hey,
can
let's
always
go to
multitask.
commercial. I'm going to go to commercial break.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Be like Chris Tucker from Rush Hour 2. I'll be right back.
Lee, you gotta
Lee,
understand.
come on, Lee. Come on, Lee.
Off of the stage.
Come on, Lee. I'll be right back.
Hey, Collins, do you want to do watch parties for the Rush Hour movies? If you
Dude,
do
we
that,
got
I'll
to.
be-
Bro, we have to.
Ooh,
Rush
I
Hour,
love
bro.
I love the first movie.
I love Rush Hour.
I mean, I like the third one, but I thought the first 2 movies were peak.
I mean, Brett Ratner is a garbage human being, but he made 3 very funny movies.
Yeah, even though he's a piece of shit, but I love his Rush Hour movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sounds good, man.
Like that was my childhood growing up. I remember watching the first Rush Hour when it was on premium channels every night. Every time we do football practices, we actually go home and fucking watch Rush Hour. It was on repeat.
The guy in the cell almost kind of looks like the mole guy in Fantastic Four. I know it's a different actor, but he looks
Yeah.
kind of similar.
Paul Walter
You
Hauser.
know, at the theater, I saw at the closed theater that is no longer around that I saw this movie, and I saw Rush Hour 3 with friends of my neighbors that are now no longer my neighbors. But she was Swedish, and she and I were the same age, and so we quoted the movie to each other for days after we saw it. She loved it.
Oh my god, I'm Brokeback Carter.
I honestly thought
What
this
is
was
your
the
name?
end of the movie.
You.
When I
No,
first
I'm
saw
asking-
this, I started getting up.
What is
from,
your
like,
name?
the room.
You. That's what I'm asking you.
Just answer the damn question.
You. Me?
After I saw this scene,
No,
I
he's
legit
me,
got up
and
from the
I'm
theater
you. Shut up.
and was about to leave
Really?
Really?
because
Oh.
I was like, this is the end of the movie, okay?
You literally
Oh,
thought that
like
was
you
the
think
end
this
of the
would be
film
like
cut.
them setting up a third movie where
Yeah,
he would be
this is them
Two-Face
setting up
in
the
it.
Because I
Yeah,
misheard. what
after
you were
Rachel
saying.
gets blown up, and Harvey Dent gets burn half his face.
Yeah.
That's the end of the movie. It sets up the third one. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Good
I
night.
thought that was because I had got my shoes on, was ready to leave. I'm like, okay, well, they're about to say the credits. Nope. I'm like, wow, they're still. So I put my shoes back off after. I'm like, okay, that they're about to set this whole.
Oh.
And once they got to the hospital blowing up and everything, I'm like, okay.
I mean,
they're
how
not-
about you just wait until the credits roll? That's when you know it's over.
Yeah.
You just
I have
believe
a
the
good
fucking,
sense.
you did that out of a fucking assumption. Like who does
Because
that?
the reporter spoiled that for me, saying, "Oh, at the end, Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face, and it sets up." For
Well,
the
that was
second-
not really a spoiler. Like we already knew that Harvey Dent's going to be Two-Face eventually. That was not, like that. If you knew the comic book lore about his origin, that's no surprise.
Oh, it blew up. That's the end of the movie.
So that's the end of the movie. Even though I didn't notice the credits were
Alright.
not rolling.
I had my shoes on, everything ready to leave.
You just
and I'm
have
like,
somebody in the
okay.
theater like, yep, that's over.
It's like, yep, it's over.
All right, get my shoes. I'm walking to the door.
Like
and
even
all
though
of a
even though I have my shoes on, I'm about to walk out. Even though the credits are not even rolling, the movie's still going. I'm walking out anyway.
Nobody getting up.
It's like,
People, the movie's over.
like,
Get up. Let's go.
let's
Let's
go.
go. It's over. Wake up.
It's over.
No,
Local,
it's not.
local
I bet the
man
people in the theater who have
discovered
seen who have done this like rookies.
Welcome back.
Nowadays, I'm pretty good though. Nowadays, I could tell when it was about to end, when it's not. Especially comic books are so generic. You could tell which ones are about to end. I'm like, okay, this is about.
Oh
to end.
god, like that's so fucked up that they cut open his stomach to stuff a fucking phone that is a detonator to that
Is
bomb.
that a phone?
Yeah,
That's some fucked up shit.
That's like something out of a David Fincher movie right there.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that
Yeah,
Nolan took
probably.
notes from David Fincher's
David
movie.
Ayer, he took notes from David Ayer.
No, I said
was like,
Fincher, correction, David Fincher.
David.
I keep saying Ayer. What the fuck do I keep saying David Ayer?
Joker, yeah, Joker would look like Jared Leto and have like a grilled teeth and have like it's like grew up in the hood in South Central LA, and he's like has like Jared- let me tell you something. Nah,
Let me tell you
the
something. This
This part's
fucking
coming
shocked
out
me
here.
when this scene. Oh, he gave him the wrong address. Joker just fucking gave him the wrong
This
address.
part's
He was
coming
supposed to go
out.
after Rachel, and he
Rachel's
just
death.
found out that that's Harvey Dent.
I like how
Oh.
Batman just like looks and goes, he tricked me, and then he grabs Harvey and he's like,
Well, he had to grab him because he can't go back. Like he just came all this way.
imagine if he left just like fuck you, I'm
It's
leaving.
like fuck you.
Like, oh, bye.
This scene right here, when the moment she gets blown, I did not know that they were going to go that far. That they're going to kill off one of the supporting characters in the movie. They really raised the stakes.
Oh yeah.
And then
Why
him
was
on
that was
fire.
unexpected.
trying to disarm the bomb? Like he never.
Because you're always
did-
expecting the female love interest is the damsel in distress, and you always think that she's going to be saved. But no, they do completely the opposite.
Why
Well,
wouldn't he
they're
try
gonna
to
kill them
disarm the
off.
bomb? Like why
Well,
would he?
Christopher Nolan's like, I'm not playing by the standard rules of storytelling. I'm going to surprise people.
I mean, that kind of had something
Yeah.
reminiscent to the comic book of the Spider-Man when he was going against the
I
Green
knew
Goblin,
she
and
was
Gwen,
dead.
and Gwen Stacy dies in the comic book. Couldn't save her, and that's what Mark Webb did in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Took notes from that comic book lore.
Oh yeah, when Glenn Stacy fell. And
The
just-
Joker
Yeah.
escaped. By the way, I just want to point out the Joker escaped.
And also with Joker, yeah, he did plan to be caught. And literally with Joss Whedon, when he directed the Avengers, he literally took notes from The Dark Knight and have that same formula where the villain gets him caught on purpose.
Yeah, it worked in that movie too. And I
Yeah.
can probably see where he got the inspiration. We talked about that circle shot with Batman and Gordon and Dent earlier and how good that was. Joss Whedon probably got and was like, hey, I could do that with all the Avengers before they have their big team up.
Hold my beer. Which that was the money shot. That was a cinema shot, right?
It's a great shot.
I mean, look at. I mean, if you look at the Bond did it too. I mean, look at the movie in Skyfall. The villain gets caught as well, and they bring him in just so.
Yeah, I think it was Javier Bardem was the main villain in Skyfall. Yeah.
The Bond producer said, yes, we ripped off a lot from the Nolan trilogy.
Oh yeah, they did mostly. Yeah,
they canceled the Casino Royale Pierce Brosnan version because after they saw Batman Begins, because they said they wanted to make it like that.
It definitely, the Daniel Craig's James Bond felt very more like reminiscent of Nolan. The whole aspect, the more realistic James Bond that doesn't have all the fancy tech gadgets, the traditional Bond characters that we've seen many times.
And those were the Bond movies I really got into. So
like Casino Royale was literally the Batman Begins. Like take away from the Quantum of Solaces, that was like a Casino Royale 2.0.
Yeah, they were shooting at the same time.
Yeah, and then Skyfall was literally the Dark Knight.
And then
Dark Knight Rises.
Spectre was like a bonus movie, and No Time to Die is like the Dark Knight Rises.
That's true. Yeah, No Time to Die was definitely the Dark Knight Rises.
They're like, we have to rip off Batman. If they think rip off Batman be Superman, and it's like Bond be.
Well, to be fair with Batman is literally the James Bond of superheroes.
Yeah.
Now I'm just excited to see who else is going to be cast in the DCU's Batman. I'm just can't wait to. What?
Pedro Pascal.
I know, dude. That joke's getting really old. Like that's not even funny anymore.
He's just mad every time I say it. It's not Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal would never be Batman.
There's this one
Batman.
But there's this one guy who made a very valid point that the whole overexposure to Pedro Pascal is a fucking myth. I mean, how many more actors that were movie stars that got in a lot of mini movies that you never know that they were in? Like they've been in multiple movies in the same year. Like he lists off some of the stuff. Like, wow, that's pretty true. It's just the difference is that Pedro Pascal has been in more big blockbuster movies.
Did y'all see the interview Alan Richardson said today that he's not going to play Batman, where he says James Gunn would love me to have me in the DCU, but probably not for Batman.
Yeah,
because James Gunn basically probably sat him down and said, "Look, dude, you're not Batman. I'm sorry."
Or maybe he just lied. Or maybe he's just lying off his ass to avoid.
I'm pretty sure that he told him you're not Batman.
If he might pull the Andrew Garfield thing where he just lying his ass off.
I do think this dude's being sincere. I think he's like, I'm not Batman.
I'll just let James Gunn decide who the next Batman is going to be. Just leave it at that.
People still think that this Batman is probably going to be in the Peacemaker season 2, which I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he would announce who's going to be the next Batman in the Peacemaker show.
When they show his face in a few minutes, it's just the way it looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
You're still on that Pedro Pascal joke? It's not even that funny
anymore. Honestly,
that joke is getting really old.
I just think it'd be really funny because if he was, just to make you mad, I think it'd be hilarious if you just like. Me and Ryan immediately would drop everything we're doing. Like, we got to do a video with Matt. We want to hear Matt's thoughts because Matt would just be screaming furious. Like, I'm not to tell you right now. I don't care. I don't rather have the fucking Snyderverse over this bullshit. He's Affleck. He's actually good. Fucking Pedro Pascal, this motherfucker. Fuck. No. I actually, to be real, I think that guy from Yellowstone, not Yellowstone, but the 1923 show, the Brandon, what's his name?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about, Matt? The guy from Yellowstone?
I've never seen the show.
It's the guy, he was in that Blake Lively movie, It Ends With Us. Not the one that she's like, they're in a lawsuit with, but the one guy that did the Deadpool interviews with Ryan Reynolds, where like his mom interviewed him, then Hugh Jackman interviewed him, and his name's Brandon. It was that movie that just came out with the app where it says you have to kill your date or else your child dies.
Drop.
Yeah, he was the date. He was the date that she had to kill.
That's the most people are fan casting. They did the same thing with David Cornsweet. Most people, even before he was cast,
you don't think James Gunn looks at the internet and says, "Those are good."
He looked at the internet. It's probably more likely that I wouldn't be surprised if he did get cast as Batman because most people fan cast him.
Jake, is it Brandon Skellner?
Yes, that's who the one that everybody's fan casting is Batman.
Have you seen? I've seen his recent black and white photo on a set on a movie that he's making, and he's fucking jacked the fuck up, bro. That's a Batman. That's a Batman body.
The
right
reason I
there.
know James Gunn fan cast is because the guy who played Jimmy Olsen, everybody was throwing his name out there. Now I'm like, nobody has been mentioning this dude's name since Christmas, since Vacation in 2015, and yet he's Jimmy Olsen now. I'm like, okay, he's actually looking at the internet because that dude's Jimmy Olsen, that dude. And I'm like, nobody was thinking about him as Jimmy Olsen. James Gunn must have just wrote this down and was like, that's a good idea. I'm gonna see, is this kid available? The one from Vacation.
Look at all that money and he burns it.
Uh,
And you know, they never show that Lau's on. You notice that Lau's on top of the money because when he slides down,
yeah, he's on top of it.
he's burned alive.
They burn him alive.
Yeah, but
they did.
you don't see him being
In the
burned alive.
business.
Well, I know you don't have to see. You want to know why they're not showing it because it's a fucking PG-13 movie. You think they were going to show him getting
I'm sure
roasted
there's
alive?
a scene in that movie. I'm pretty sure there was a scene.
You
where
really
they-
think they're going to show him getting burned alive in a PG-13 movie?
In the business, we call that symbolism.
It's literally the symbolism where he wants the world to burn.
And
That's
this is where
literally
this guy was in
symbolism.
the Joker's corner the whole movie. He was in the Joker's corner, like I told you everybody that you were the dog. You were the dog, man. And then he's like, yeah, you did. And guess what? I'm not a dog. I'm the alpha, and you're my bitch.
That's right.
Like you let the dog off the leash, and guess what? He bit somebody.
Not about money.
Dog, really?
I'm only burning my half. Well, what about my half? Well, you're more.
All
than
you
welcome.
care about is like, why would he? Why did he? He doesn't need money. Like, hey, he steals things. Like, he doesn't need fucking money to do so. He doesn't need one.
I can just buy a bomb. I can go steal a bomb and then just set detonate in the city. I don't really have to go and buy it.
It's like he doesn't give a shit about the money.
So
Boring.
The-
This is your only superpower to outsmart the Joker. Your stinkiness.
Coleman Reese just realized I have made a colossal mistake.
Why does
Yeah.
he call him fake his death? Like shoot himself. Like shoot him. Say, hey, look, can you give me a blank gun? I'll shoot myself, and then we'll think I'm dead.
Oh, he's
Then
not
they'll-
really that smart.
I don't think you could pull off by killing yourself with blanks.
But I mean, they don't know
I
it's
don't,
blank.
and you can't fake your own death for that long.
Then the
No,
Joker will be like,
you
well, I
can't.
was not expecting that.
If you see yourself shooting in the head with blanks, and you don't see a blood splatter, that shows you that's fake. There's no way you're going to fake that.
Oh yeah, GoldenEye is superior. By the way, Matt's never seen it.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
GoldenEye's a good movie. I like that.
Matt's never seen it. By the way, I just want to throw that out there.
How have you not seen GoldenEye?
I know, right? I keep rubbing that.
Because
Matt's
I'm not the biggest James Bond fan. I was
that
never the
makes sense.
biggest fan of that.
Don't
growing
worry,
up.
Matt. November, we're gonna get you to watch it for the first time.
I love GoldenEye. I remember playing the game a lot too on the N64.
No, I just like giving Matt a hard time. That's
Oh, I know you do. I know you that by now. It's all good.
There's two things I know that agitates him: the Pedro Pascal thing and him never seeing GoldenEye. I just like to agitate him about that two things.
Oh gosh.
This is for you, Matt. This counts for you.
No, he hasn't.
Did you know, Matt? Remember when this came out? Though, remember when this came out? They were selling toys. They sold this Lamborghini from the movie at Walmart in the toy aisle. Like you could literally just go and buy Batman's Lamborghini, and I'm like, why would you want that, not the Batmobile? Why would you want this over the Batmobile? Like what kid? It's like, Mom, can I get Bruce Wayne's Lamborghini?
Well,
And then it's right
when
next
I
to
was
Batman.
I was a kid when this movie came out, and I was in a phase where I thought Lamborghinis were really cool. And if I had known that was in the toy shop, I would have convinced Mom to buy it so I could play with it. So I think I see the appeal. But yeah, it's no Batmobile.
You know what? Well, there is a new game coming out next year, so maybe next year when the game comes out, we might do something like that, or whenever that Dennis Villeneuve's movie comes out.
He's right there.
You got him right in front of you.
So Matt,
Hmm.
did you think he was going to kill the guy like in the movie? Would you like? Do you think that cop was just going to be like, "I work for the Joker" and just shoot him?
Don't know.
That look, like the wig and the mask,
Yeah.
just
He's actually creepier with the wig on.
Yeah.
Miss Harvey. Ooh, and
Go.
You want to look like a guy with a plan? Like bullshit. You are a man with a plan. Now you're just fucking brainwashing him. I got into an argument. It's like, Joker's not a master plan. He even admits it. No, he was fucking manipulating Harvey Dent at his most vulnerable. He's just telling him what he wants to hear. Well, good thing that all the James Bond movies are streaming on MGM Plus, and I might sign up just so I can binge watch it.
yeah, they're fun. There's some bad ones, but there's a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Like, here's the thing. Like, I've seen some of the Bond movies. I've seen some of the Sean Connery. I've seen some of the Pierce Brosnan. I don't know if I remember seeing GoldenEye. I might have had watched it. It was on TV, but I just don't remember it much. But take this with a giant grain of salt. I was never really the biggest Bond guy growing up.
Understandable.
To be fair, I only saw the Pierce Brosnan when I was a kid. I never saw Daniel Craig until I was much older. I think when Skyfall came out is when I decided to watch Casino Royale. And
yeah,
so,
the only time I really got into Bond was when Daniel Craig was coming out at the time, and the first one I saw that in theaters with Daniel Craig was definitely Quantum of Solace, in which I know not the best choice, but that was at the time when I was really trying to get into Bond movies.
Right.
But I remember watching Quantum of Solace and being bored out of my mind.
yeah, it's because
The
the writer's
movie's not
strike.
that bad.
Yeah. Quantum of Solace sucked. That was a terrible
Well, that
movie.
movie has good moments in it. Like I think the whole third act when they're at the oil compound and stuff, I thought that was pretty cool.
And I did
The action was shot horribly in that movie. I couldn't tell what was going on half the time.
half the time was so fucking snooze fest.
Especially following Casino Royale.
But then I started buying the trilogy, the first 3 Bond movies on Daniel Craig for the Blu-ray Steelbook, and I watched the Casino Royale, and I was like, dude, this movie's fucking incredible.
What if you would have pulled the trigger and said, "I don't care what the coin says, you're dead"?
Dude, I would have. What if the gun's isn't even loaded?
Oh yeah, it's loaded. So you see the bullets in there.
Yeah. But that's very ballsy. It's very ballsy. The Joker taking chances and gamble his life. That's how ballsy Joker really is. He doesn't give a shit if he lives or dies.
Chance. There's a 50-50 chance.
And he didn't care. He didn't care if he lives or dies.
If
As
he
long as he
would
gets what he wants. Because if he did shoot and kill the Joker, he would have won.
The way he walks out of the hospital is just fun.
The whole point with Joker, he's just trying to get Harvey Dent to drop into his level of darkness of being the villain.
He sanitizes his hands before he commits.
Oh, you got to prevent swine flu, the H1N1. I remember that was a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
They were panicking so easily with the whole H1N1 flu, and had a bunch of sanitizers all over the school, hospitals, everything. Like you had to use sanitizers.
Why would you set it off while you're still in the building? Like at least leave the building before you set it off.
He's an agent of chaos.
I know.
He literally walked away in explosions.
He's a madman. I love how completely improvised this whole thing was.
Yeah, the whole detonator did not fully go off, and he had to hit the detonator. That was totally improvised.
And that's a real building they blew up too, because the building was going to be demolished
Yeah.
Can we blow
This is
it
the
up?
first time he didn't really flinch at first, but tell the second time it
That
blew
actually
up.
scared him. He's like,
What the fuck? Because he's like, what the hell happened? That's
Where's
supposed to blow up the whole
the
thing.
kaboom? There's
Well, like,
supposed
come
to be an
on. There we go.
earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
was
what's
there.
going
absolutely
on here?
100% improvised from Heath Ledger.
Oh, and they actually blew up a hospital.
and yeah, there was they deleted the last little bit of the scene because
It's kind of the first time in a long time that they actually blow some big building up for real since Terminator 2. I know that many movies have done it too, but something like that felt like a T2 level.
Right.
which they said Christopher Nolan actually did have a scene that extended in the deleted scene where after he blew it up, he got inside the bus and his henchman was waiting at the exit for him.
I didn't even know they have a delete. I didn't even know he had a deleted scene in the movie because I had never seen it in the special
Yeah,
features.
he was doing
Maybe
like
I didn't.
talking about the scene. Hey Matt, check your text. I think honestly, the Joker probably, even if Harvey killed him, he still, I think, had his plan set up to where he's like, if I don't come out, if I get shot, I'll pull the trigger. Harvey Dent still dies with me, and then you just take the bus ups hostages and you go and continue my plan.
100%.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been as good of a climax if they killed him off there. Because Joker's got to be
Then
fully
he would have
there.
won. If Dent actually shot him in the fucking head, Joker would have won the whole fight.
Well,
He
even
didn't
at
really
the end
care.
of the movie, the Joker still won, so he would have won either way.
He had every backup plan. They had plan A, B, C, all the way to
Option
C.
1, if Harvey Dent blows my brains out, then option B happens. If Harvey Dent doesn't kill me, but option C happens. Or
I hate when I get into this argument with some people. It's like, oh, he's not a master plan. He just literally admit that to Harvey Dent. No, he's just fucking lying his ass off. He's
I
being
agree.
a manipulator.
Like Jack Sparrow,
The Joker's a chaotic anarchist, but he had a plan to mess up the morale of Batman and to corrupt Harvey Dent. Those were his two biggest things.
Yeah, he's just fucking with his mind. He's catching him at his most vulnerable.
Right.
To get him to join his side. That was his whole plan from the start. I'm surprised that's supposed to be CGI. I literally thought that was real.
I thought it was too.
It's such a good look.
So did you know that like they said they actually had an alternate design for Two-Face where he'd look like an actual burn victim and everything, but it was so grotesque that Nolan says we can make it more fantastical. I don't want to look at this. This is gross. Okay. And if I don't want to look at it, I know the audience won't want to look at it. So can you make it more fantastical and fake? And then another design, I got this design right here. And he said, yeah, we'll use that one. That's actually more cartoon. And look more like
I mean, have you noticed that when he was downing that shot of scotch, that all the drips coming out of his neck from his burn side? Yeah, that was pretty great for visual effects shots.
What were you saying, Ryan?
I was just saying I love the detail of when he takes the shot of whiskey, like it pretty much like goes out the other side and it lands like on his chin. And he has to wipe it off.
I've literally just said that.
Oh,
I know. I was like, thank you for agreeing.
Shut my mouth. I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
I'm like any dick. I'm like, that's what I just fucking said. Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear.
I know. I'm just being funny. Relax. I'm messing with you.
Just having fun. Then we had to win in after this. We had to wait 4 years for Rises.
Yeah, was it 4 years? I think it was like 3 years or something.
It was 4. This came out in 2008. Rises came out in 2012.
Yeah, 2012. Right. Yeah.
He's 17 now.
Yeah, it was 4 years. Yeah, you're totally right.
And then in
Crazy how
between-
long that time has passed between the two.
Because I wasn't sure if it was even going to happen. We weren't sure
I
if it
know.
was going to happen.
I've
Well,
heard it- I
because
think there was just
in between the two, Nolan got to make Inception. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the Inception came out 2 years later, and then another 2 more years, another movie. Because that's probably the part of the contract deal with WB. If he's doing like the first 2 Batman movies, he wants to shoot his other projects that are more original. If he have a little bit of arrangement.
This is such a good scene between him and Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it at first. That was Harvey Dent grabbing him out of the fucking back seat when he was about to enter the back seat. You have to really pay close attention to the left of the shot in the movie.
Yeah, because I thought at first I didn't notice that at first until I've seen it later on.
Yeah, you don't
Thought
even
he was
really
just
pay
in there.
attention because it happens so quickly. The actor right here who's plays Salvatore Moroni, I remember he was in the first season of Heroes.
Eric Roberts, yeah, he's a good actor,
and then he was the main antagonist in the Expendables.
and he was also in Human Centipede.
I mean,
Oh,
Really?
God, don't even remind me of that movie.
he had Stone Cold Steve Austin as his bodyguard in that movie. Like, that's just all-timer right there.
You're a lucky man. He's
How long does
not.
movie got left?
Who? Your driver.
Your driver.
Hey guys, how long does this movie got left?
Let me see.
Yeah.
God, what the hell? It doesn't say
Yeah.
how many hours it has left. Right now,
I
we're
got
near
about
2 hours.
30 minutes. 30
Okay.
minutes.
All right,
3
hold on.
minutes at most.
Your driver.
That's one question. Did Salvatore Moroni survive that crash? Because we know Harvey Dent survived it because he put his seatbelt on.
But Maroney didn't put on a seatbelt, so I always assumed he died.
So that's an interpretation. They never mentioned that he's dead. We're always assuming that he did survive it, or probably he's dead.
I just assume he died.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Well, he's not in Rising, so I think he's dead.
Neither is Joker, and we don't know if he's dead. He's not even in the third movie. Never
Joker
even
got
gets
shanked in
mentioned.
prison and
They,
died.
they probably killed him in prison.
He tried
He probably
to
got shanked. He probably got the shaft in prison.
He tried to
they,
do a pencil trick to the wrong person. They're like,
Or
"Oh, you want to see a
they-
pencil?"
they
Ah!
put him in the chair. That's what they did.
Or probably got killed one of those prison inmates from Joker 2. Remember, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker 2 style.
Oh wow!
You know.
Yes.
Speaking of wild castings, we've got Debo in there from Friday. Tiny
That's
list
right.
there.
Yeah, that was Debo. And then he was the president in The Fifth Element.
That's true, yeah. For
Which
me,
Gary
though,
Oldman was in it.
That's watching.
Yeah.
For me,
Probably
though,
one of the
he will
handiest roles he's ever done is The Fifth Element.
Debo. I
Gary
steal. I
Oldman
don't
said-
kill.
He actually, I believe, he was doing an interview. He said, "I did that movie because," he says, for some weird reason he did the movie. He said, but I think honestly, he says, I thought the movie was terrible at first but people love that movie. It's like,
I should.
That would have been funny if he did the Debo style in the end of the third act of Friday style.
I would love to bring
though,
you.
he will
I would love-
always be Zeus from No Holds Barred with Hulk
Oh
Hogan.
yeah. I would love to bring you all on for a Friday watch party. Ice Cubes
Oh,
Friday.
that would be fun. Yeah.
is it going to be on a Friday or on a Sunday?
No, Friday after next.
Friday, at the next Friday. Yeah, the
Next Friday. Friday
You
after
got to do it in
next.
a row. You got to do like Friday. You got to do the first one on a Friday, then the next Friday you got to do the second one, and then Friday after next be the third
Yeah,
one.
Friday. Yeah, we should
That's
do that.
a joke. I mean, if you do it, then you got to be like, and then
Right. We'll make that happen.
Like Friday after next was definitely like a Christmas full-on Christmas movie.
Oh, and rest in peace to John Witherspoon, who played
Oh,
his
he's
dad.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. But what is he eating grapes?
How many times
I'll catch you.
I catch you in the kitchen? You in the kitchen. Every
I
time.
You got to go number one or number two. Number two. Oh shit! Anyone stick up my toe? It's gonna be me.
Well, Tony, number one or number two?
I smelled your shit for years.
Every time he just does like, every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
We gotta put some water on that shit.
My dick is bigger than yours.
It was cold outside. I feel like, why do I feel like this was shot in London, this part right here? Because all these people look like they're British. They don't look, none of these people look American.
You might be right. They might have shot this in London with these
Every one
extras.
of these guys looks like they're British.
It would make sense.
Now these people look like they're American. Like these all look American.
I find it very funny that they give them the choice of whether to blow each other up. One of them was going to blow one another.
You know what I would say? I would say this is what we should do. Okay, we should literally.
I'm pretty sure the prison inmates would definitely take that chance by blowing the fuck up, blowing up the civilians.
I was like, who here has never committed a crime in their life? Okay, that's the one that's not getting blown up. The first time I saw this character was in the Batman animated series. The Batman, the one that came out in 2003 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Her partner was Clayface in the show.
That's right, yeah.
Are they not noticing there's duct tape on their fucking hands? Are they not noticing it? I noticed it. Like there's something. What's wrong with this picture?
They went to the Smallville School of Technology that's really good, like suspiciously really good.
Oh, this is the same police force that fought that walking into Bane's obvious trap in The Dark Knight Rises was a good idea.
Like you're using binoculars and you're seeing the gunman with a clown mask on, but you're not noticing there's a fucking duct tape wrap around their hands.
Duct tape was very much camouflage in 2008.
I suppose. You're not gonna shoot him. Sick shot of him gliding through that camera work. That was fucking sick. This is the first time we see him with white eyes, the white glowy eyes on his cowl.
And that's why we never see him again with white glowy eyes.
I mean, what if James Gunn's DCU's Batman actually has white eyes for the first time, and he watched Deadpool and Wolverine and saw Wolverine's mask has white eyes on it? Like, hey, I'll do it. That would be awesome. I would love to see him have white eyes.
Hey, it worked in this movie.
If you can make it work in Deadpool and Wolverine, you can make it work with Batman.
I don't know. So I'm kind of used to seeing Batman with the eyes. I don't like seeing him with.
Because then it's not. Then you're not really noticing that that's actually Bruce Wayne, and that it's just like you're not going to notice him that much. We did see a little bit of white eyes on Mr. Terrific when he was doing his scanner on his tea, on his the bowl of drones of tea. That was pretty sick.
In the comics, does Mr. Terrific have white eyes?
I think he had red eyes in the Justice League animated series. I remember.
In the comics, is his eyes like usually like Batman's eyes white, or is it do you see his eyeballs?
I don't know. I gotta have to look that up.
If you see his eye,
I saw the Alex Ross comic book artwork, and it doesn't look like he had white eyes on it. Maybe he probably had, but I know he had red eyes in some of the animated shows or something with Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, he pretty much did have white eyes in comics.
Well, that means Batman's going to have regular eyes.
If he does, then that's fine, but I prefer them trying something different. Because I think they can make it work.
Oh.
Because every time you see some Batman characters have fucking take their mask off and their eye makeup magically disappears. And you notice that in Batman Returns when he takes his mask off in front of Catwoman, you notice that the eye makeup on is gone the moment he starts taking it off.
Oh, please don't shoot us. He's like...
Kicking your ass, bro. This is definitely an Arkham style.
100%.
Well, I mean,
That's
to
where
be
the game
fair,
got it from.
this
is before the
predates
Arkham.
Arkham.
Yeah, but
They
also
stole
they
it from
did
this
it.
movie.
But they did the movie tie-in game in Batman Begins was pretty much pre-Arkham.
That's right. Yeah.
They were
supposed to be-
developing a Dark Knight open world Dark Knight game, but they canceled it, midway through because they said it would have came out after the movie, and they're like, nobody's going to want to play a Batman.
I'm pretty sure they had the footage of that game that they were
They
supposed to do.
They did take a lot of mechanics from the game and used it for Arkham Asylum.
Which I'm totally fine with it because I'm fine with them doing something original with the Arkham games.
Oh, I remember when that first trailer came out of nowhere for the Batman Arkham Asylum. That was so special to see.
It's still one of the best games. It's still a fun game.
I mean, I was surprised. I'm like, dude, I didn't know that they were actually making an original Arkham game. And then I played the Arkham Asylum demo at the time when it was on Xbox 360. I was like, dude, this game looks sick. And I got a chance to play the full game when it came out. I was like, yes, this game looks fucking awesome. I'm replaying the Arkham City.
Oh, that's
Arkham City is like the GOAT game of Batman.
Oh, that's like the peak Batman game for the Arkham series. The underrated one is definitely Arkham Origins, which I've been dying for them to do the remaster, and I want them to bring that back.
Yeah,
I would pay $100. Except right now we're going to remake it. It's $100. I'd pay it.
Of course.
I would buy it.
And from what I've heard for that, that's not supposed to be the tie-in to the Arkham trilogy. That's supposed to be like a separate thing.
I still see it as a tie-in.
I still buy the game because I love the Arkham Origins.
Oh, look at that.
Now he has a grappling hook.
Now's the time you use grappling hook out of all the times that you're free falling.
Okay, I don't think. All right, I have one nitpick about this movie. I hate that it kills fucking dogs in this movie.
No, he didn't kill the dog. He just fucking smacked him around.
They're evil dogs. They're evil dogs.
The Rottweilers are fucking deadly.
Yeah.
Well, he actually dropped one of them. He dropped one of them down.
Oh.
Well, what was he gonna do? He's about to get attacked by Rottweilers. They're fucking deadly.
I mean, it's self-defense.
Well, I hate they did it twice in the movie. Whenever he's being attacked by dogs, and the first time he takes it off, throws it off of the.
Oh, he throws another one off.
Well, those are bad. Those are bad dogs.
They're bad dogs. Why are you a dog killer in this movie? Okay, you're making me hate Batman now. Back when I was a kid, I didn't care.
Not if the dogs are trying to kill Batman. You got to do something.
Well, you're about to be torn apart. If you're about to be torn apart by a bunch of mean dogs, you think you're gonna let that dog live? Your instinct is gonna no, you're gonna fucking kill those dogs.
Yeah. Adam West would have shot him with a train dart. Adam West would have shot him with a train dart. That's one thing I like about Adam West's Batman. At least he would have actually been like, "It's okay, I got a dog whistle." The dogs run away. He goes, "All right, now let's go." Michael Keaton would have Ben Affleck would have just snapped their necks, and that would have been the end of it.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton would have.
He would have killed him too.
Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck.
Dude, he blew the guy up with a fucking bomb in the fucking sewer and blow him up. Tell me that's not far off, and he hasn't done any body counts in those movies.
Keaton would have literally nagged him up in a sack and threw him over the edge himself. George Clooney might have stopped it.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't carry blow darts on his fucking utility belt.
Adam West would.
Yeah, but that's a fucking cheesy ass goofy Batman in the world. They're not realistic.
You know what? Yeah, it's true. But you know what? I like Adam West.
You want to compare other versions, really? You want to play the comparison game?
I mean, to be fair, he got bit by a shark.
Yeah, if you want to get fucking technical here, he has a fucking shark spray against sharks. Tell me that's a little bit far-fetched from that shit.
Are you planning on getting bit by a shark in the near?
Are you planning on getting bit by a shark? You got a spray to prepare for that?
Are you planning on biting Jaws in the ocean? Imagine if Christian Bale pulls that out. You're like, what? Are you planning on fighting them in the ocean? What? Why the hell do you have a shark?
Here we go. Go. They use that video meme every time.
Yeah, if you had the 2008 DVD, when you put to push play, you'd have Heath Ledger.
They have that.
Here we go. I remember that DVD.
Yeah.
I remember owning the DVD.
Yeah. I had it until it was scratched pretty bad. Like I said, I watched the DVD so much it wore out.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I still do have the DVD of the Dark Knight. I still have it. I haven't gotten rid of it.
I used to have it, but then I got rid of it whenever I got the DVD box set. But then I got rid of that with the Blu-ray box set, and then eventually I'll get rid of the Blu-ray box set for the 4K box set.
I got rid of the box set for DVDs, and I put in a lot of those multiple CD case.
Oh,
Why I hate when people do that because it's like you have the case. Why would you put it in there? That's like because you're just scratching it up.
Because it takes up so much of your room of your collection if you're putting it on the shelf.
It's better to have.
That's why they use CD case so that it takes up less room.
I'd rather just have the case.
I know. I didn't think about that back then until then. I'm like, no, I'm keeping the case.
you just couldn't let me go, couldn't you?
I still have the Batman Begins PS2 game. I just need to get a new controller and a better HDMI cable for the PlayStation 2 and replay the game.
I know. I want to play Batman Begins on the P.
I just gotta find the right PS2 controller for the wire controllers to get one because
why don't you get a wireless PS2 controller? They have wireless PS2 controllers. I don't
even know they still sell those.
eBay, dude.
I ain't getting shit from eBay. I'm sorry.
They have unopened ones from eBay.
I just don't trust. I don't trust eBay. That's just me. I have trust issues with eBay.
I buy from eBay. I'm a regular customer on there. The only thing is, I will say this though, I hate buying stuff from Target.
Fun.
See, if it was Michael Keaton, he would let him die because he let him die in the first movie.
If it was Affleck, break his
tie him up to the fucking gargoyle.
If it was Affleck, he'd brand him and throw him in Arkham Asylum where he'll get shanked.
He'll get the shaft. That's full of people ready to believe in good. Just when you thought that movie was going to end, I guarantee you probably thought that movie was over and you walked out.
He's like, maybe this time.
Maybe this time. Maybe this is already over.
Well, then again, they'd be like, well, isn't Harvey Dent somewhere holding Gordon's family hostage? I'm like, you didn't resolve that one.
It's
like the Ray from Scary Movie. But wait, there's more.
And this one,
I cut the line and then let him fall to his death.
cut the line of that cable and fucking fall to his death.
And that's where it ends.
And his roll credits. Yeah. So he falls down like boom, 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 boom. Roll credits. Last time you see Joker ever. Literally the last time you see him.
Yep.
Heath Ledger, they shot him dead. They shot him dead. That's the last.
He probably got murdered in prison.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because they don't even never want. You probably might see it on a newspaper or something. Something happened
in the novelization to The Dark Knight Rises. They moved Joker to Arkham Asylum because Blackgate Prison is what Bane and them take over. They moved Joker to Arkham, and Arkham's off the island of Gotham. So they moved it off there. So basically, whenever Joker, that's why.
So only the Blackgate prisoners got broken free in The Dark Knight Rises, and not the inmates at Arkham.
Yeah, because that's off the island of Gotham. That's why Wayne Manor is off the island of Gotham. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's what they usually take in, the mentally ill.
Yeah, because like they say in the novelization, they do mention saying like the Joker's in Arkham and like say Blackgate is, So
yeah, I just wish that Harvey Dent lived a little bit longer in the next movie, saved him for the next.
I wish he had a cameo. I mean,
we only got a chance to see Two-Face in the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Which Aaron Eckhart said he really wanted to be in the next one because he's like my face is all the promotional stuff. Like I see they said the other day he's like him and his kid were walking by and they saw a picture of him like a Bane holding his picture in front of a building and he's like, that's my face. I'm not in the movie though. And it's like people ask me, oh, you're not in the movie, right? And he goes, I died at the end of the movie. What am I gonna?
Well, he did when he was joking about it at the Oscars at the time when they were asking if he's ever going to be in the third movie, and he was like, "Hey, maybe he probably fell into a coma and he might come out of it." I actually believe that he was actually going to come back to the next one. I actually believe that he might have come back for the third movie.
Same.
Maybe they would imagine if they say, "Hey, you want to be in the third movie?" He's like, "Yeah, you're going to be a corpse of yourself." Just
You're
laying
gonna be the
there.
walking corpse.
No, just like him laying on the coffin. That's all you do. Like, all right, see you at the premiere.
See ya.
Just sit there, like, lay and just do this. I guarantee he would have done it. He would have done it.
Harvey Dent is dead. Harvey Dent's a criminal.
Gordon's going to give a speech, and you're going to be sitting there like this. Imagine, I would do it. I mean, if I just did that, I'm like, hell
They had
yeah.
to resolve that whole Harvey Dent situation in the third movie. That the whole cover up thing, which I thought was kind of unnecessary.
I feel like they did, yeah, because they created that.
Because it didn't really do anything. It didn't change anything in the outcome. Like, what the hell? The
They
Bane
kinda
just saying,
created
"Hey, I'm
that
going to
plot
read
hole, and they're like,
Gordon's letter, his confession of what really happened that night."
It's like
Heads,
then
you
did
get-
nothing
That was just
really
that,
work.
and then that was just an afterthought.
tails. You get to keep your tails. Oh.
We just had to act. We three.
You know, I could have got like the dark for like $100. They were selling the Dark Knight Rise, the Dark Knight cowl from this, like his head.
yeah.
From McFarlane, and I'm like, I just don't like that cowl that much.
I know. I mean, I don't hate the suit. I mean,
I
I
like
like
the
I like the
Batman.
new. I do like the new and improved suit. I really do. But I feel like it could have been better. And I didn't like how they made the logo so small. Like, it's not that large of a bat symbol on his chest. I mean, I get that, and I like the part where they change it up where now he can move his neck around in that suit. I appreciate what they were doing with it, but I just wish the suit could have looked a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
Why don't you kill yourself last? That way you can at least see the outcome of your. Like, what happens? Are you just gonna kill yourself now? Like my turn. Boom.
Boom.
That actually would have been so darkly funny if that happened. My turn.
That would have been so dark if he actually
would've
did shoot
waited.
himself in the head.
I would have said, I'm gonna do it to your son. Then I'm gonna do it to you. Then your wife and your daughter. Then I'm gonna do it to me.
I mean, he did not really do that well in a particular order.
He didn't think the order through that way.
Yeah, I know. That was a little weird and impulsive decision. I will say, watching it on the 4K Blu-ray for that movie, and it's a day and night. Because I've seen both versions on the DVD, Blu-ray. 4K is absolutely day and night, 100%.
Right.
Of how they changed the color grading and made it look like it's actually shot on film, even though it is shot on film.
I like how Batman just pushes him and then grabs.
I know he literally murdered. He literally killed him. He literally killed Harvey Dent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again, not a grappling hook. You cannot use the grapple gun. He didn't use the grapple gun when he's falling.
Yeah.
Like 5 stories down.
You know why? Because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman. I broke my back.
How it should have been
Oh,
logic.
Because if you've seen in The Dark Knight Rises that his doctor told him that his body is destroyed and he can't do any crazy any
Well, I mean,
chaotic thing.
Well, between
He had the
this
magic-
and landing on that car earlier in the movie, I can see why his back got messed up.
But they had to pull a little bit of a plot device where he's using a magic brace on his fucking leg to move around. I was like, okay, we'll go with that. Apparently, grapple gun doesn't apply to him. Like, you can't use grapple gun to make sure you don't fucking hurt yourself. You don't have to thank me. Can we trust them?
So what will y'all give this ratings of this movie?
I ain't even done with the movie yet.
Oh, sorry.
It's not even over. See, there you go. He thought the fucking movie's already over. Roll credits. Hey, what would you get this movie now?
It's going off right now. Like he's literally like
He's like, movie's over. Let's walk up.
And the stream.
Well,
As the
Batman
movie's
needs,
still going on.
Batman needs to run off, take the blame for what happened, and then the cops go after him. Then that's the end of the movie.
Good night, everyone. That's enough.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
This ends it. Good night.
He thinks it feels like he's treating that Lord of the Rings Return of the King style. Just when think that one scene is already over, the scene goes into the
But what
next,
if it
and the
wasn't?
next, the multiple endings.
But what if it was? Oh, it ended. Like, but what
It's like
if
fucking A, it's not over yet.
What if Harvey
Jesus.
Dent wasn't dead?
What is
I would laugh so hard if fucking Jake walks out of the theater at the end of the Return of the King, just and avoid the multiple endings.
I left the second they threw that ring in the fucking fire. I left. Like, I don't need to find out what happens next. I know what happens next. Frodo and Sam get married, and then like Aragorn becomes king again, and he fucks Liv Tyler. I know what happens.
Sam and Frodo sitting in the tree.
You CK.
This just in: Jacob Collins left when Frodo and Sam were stranded on the rock.
That's gonna be the new thing. Instead of just boy on boy or girl on girl or girl on girl, it's Hobbit on Hobbit. Hobbit on Hobbit. You bet your ass Hobbit on Hobbit.
I'm like, all right, I know what happens. I got up and I left the room.
You bet your ass Hobbit on Hobbit.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, the movie.
He thinks it's over already. Now I can resign to Wayne Enterprises as CEO.
It's like Lucius Fox is the only one that has a good ending because he said he's going to resign. But when he pushed the button that destroyed the machine, he's like, "Oh, I guess I get to keep my job.
I guess to keep my job because I'm Morgan Freeman. Because I'm Morgan Freeman."
And he smiles and walks away.
Yeah, he knows. Like, yeah, he's destroyed it. It's like, no, we need you as CEO at Wayne Enterprises. I don't know anyone better than you, Lucius. Like Batman knew better.
Yeah.
Like, he only needed that sonar in the desperate times.
Yeah.
I will say that was a really great ending, how they end the film like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, it doesn't try to set up the next movie.
It just ends like this.
Like, this is supposed to be like their T2 style or Empire Strikes Back.
And then the awesome theme kicks in.
Because sometimes it's difficult to do a sequel that is much bigger than the first one or be as dark. Directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, I think that was
Jonathan Nolan got a chance to do.
I think that was what maybe hurt The Dark Knight Rises. Of course, I think it's a great movie, but after the highs of The Dark Knight, it's like you can't really top that.
Yeah, I feel like it's really difficult to do a third movie that is just as good as the second film. It's difficult to do it now.
It's like I think The Dark Knight Rises is like the weakest of the trilogy, and like Return of the Jedi is like the weakest of the Star Wars trilogy. And I would say How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World's like the weakest in that trilogy. But even with that, they're still good movies in their own right. It's just I like the other movies better.
I will say that personally for me, I think that Return of the Jedi is my second favorite of the trilogy. Empire is definitely the best one. I love A New Hope. I love the OG. They're really peak. But I will say there's some good third movie that was done, like Return of the King, which is arguably like the best one of the trilogy. And what was the other third one that I can't remember what the hell it was, but I can't think on the top of my head.
Toy Story 3 is a good third one.
Oh, there you go. Toy Story 3, another third film that actually lived up to the hype.
The Bourne Ultimatum is a good third movie.
Yeah, The Ultimatum. Yeah, most people would say that Ultimatum is probably their favorite.
Yeah, that was my favorite in that series.
It's my favorite. Yeah.
Oh no, it's such a good trailer too to that movie. But yeah, I love The Dark Knight. Still one of my favorite Batman movies of all time.
Oh yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban. That's probably I'm gonna say that was the best one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best ones.
Because that's where I started seeing Gary Oldman can make a comeback in movies.
Like I didn't even know how good the third movie was, and I'm gonna still stand by that the third one's my favorite of the Harry Potter movies.
It's a good one. I think especially on a directing level with Alfonso Cuarón directing it.
Yeah, that was the only one director that he stayed on for one movie. Then they had to do a new director, and then they got the new director for David Yates, who directed all the way through.
Yeah.
So going to scores, what's your guys' scores on these movies? Starting with you, Mr. Martin.
Oh, this is one of the most 10 out of 10 movies of all time. This is
Yeah.
my favorite comic book movie by a landslide, and that's saying something. I love the MCU. I love the Richard Donner Superman and so many other good ones in the genre, but I love the practical realism of this movie. The fact that it's mainly a crime thriller. It's very suspenseful all the way through. Nolan's direction's amazing. Uh, Again, I love Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, probably one of the best performances, well deserved Oscar. And I like the story plays out as a tragedy where you got like Batman kind of losing his grip, kind of teetering the lines, and then Harvey Dent's corruption into a tragic tale of a white knight who gets corrupted and falls from grace. I think it's a really good story. I love the action, like the 18-wheeler flip and the hospital explosion, the suspense of the two boats. It's a really good movie. Like the more I watch the movie, the more it's one of my favorites. This is not just one of my favorite comic book movies. It's one of my favorite Nolan movies. If I had a top 10 movies, this is in my top 10. It's amazing.
Okay. What about you, Ryan?
I mean, it just 10 out of 10. It gets better on every watch. I find new things to like about it every time I watch it. It's one of those movies that you just like. You can nitpick, sure, but like it's just you'll never be able to get to that level ever again. And I don't think that'll ever be that attainable ever again. I have a lot of respect for the Burton movie. The Schumacher movies are far from perfect. They're really bad at times, but I think there's hidden stuff there. And I feel like Reeves is on the right track with what he's doing with his version. However, Nolan just gets it. He just understood the assignment, and we'll just never see anything like this ever again.
Yeah. Kyle, what about you?
Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love the performances, especially Ledger. I love it. It's some of my favorite shots ever in a Batman movie. I love Christopher Nolan's directing. This is what made me love Christopher Nolan in the first place. And the score, the action sequences, everything about this movie is just, I think, a Batman masterpiece to me, and it's just a phenomenal film. To watch it 17 years later with you guys has been a blast. So this has always been one of my all-time favorite movies. So I think this is definitely set the bar high for what a Batman film should be.
Oh, that's good. Matt, what about you?
Yeah, it's a 10 out of 10. It's definitely one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, but it's not just a great superhero movie. It's actually a great film. It felt more of a crime thriller movie than a comic book film. And as much as I really love this film, and it's a better movie than the first Batman Begins, but I still consider Batman Begins as a better Batman film. And I stand by what I said, that I think the Matt Reeves' The Batman is still my all-time favorite Batman movie for many different reasons.
Batman. I mean, Batman Returns is my favorite Batman movie.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
I think we're at a point now where there's so many good Batman movies and good iterations to where, like, I can see people's argument on why different Batman movies are their favorite. The Dark Knight's still my go-to, but I can definitely see the love for the other movies.
Yeah.
Because mostly it's different. It's a different take, and it's a more of a realistic take.
And I love all the different
Batman
versions.
movies are kind of like a Baskin Robbins. There's 31 flavors, and there's something for everyone.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's literally more like James Bond style work, and because how many actors have portrayed Batman over the years. Same on the level with how many James Bond had played. Actors played James Bond.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a really well-made movie, and yeah, I mean everything. There's nothing else I can add to this really, but you guys pretty much have like hit all the check marks on it. Yeah, I mean, look, this was the last movie to beat Marvel at the box office, and now up until Superman, just now passed that goal. Because back then, Marvel always had one up against DC, and this was the first movie. 2008 was the last time DC actually was beat Marvel at the box office, and now
I think did they beat the Avengers at the box office for Dark Knight Rises?
No,
because they made $1 billion on that movie.
I thought Avengers did a little better.
Maybe you're probably right.
Because remember that
Probably.
shooting happened, and that's why a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Joker
that's true.
shooting.
Yeah.
But I think that what
Peter.
really became the savior of the Dark Knight was definitely Heath Ledger's performance. That's what really
Yeah.
enhanced the film more.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will go and piggyback on the third movie. That one was really good. I'm going to say with two movies, Die Hard with a Vengeance and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That's another third movie that actually became top tier movies.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this amazing journey for the Batmantary. We will be next time be joining with the Dark Knight Rises. That will be the next Batmantary watch. What do you have coming up on your channel? Starting with you, Jacob Martin.
Coming up on my channel, pretty soon I'll be starting a new series with Henry Mockingbird where we're going through all of the movies by Ray Harryhausen. So we'll eventually cover movies like Jason and the Argonauts and the original Clash of the Titans. The first one we'll be covering is from 1949, the original Mighty Joe Young, which he was involved in.
Mm.
So that's a thing I got coming up. Of course, I just uploaded our Discussing DreamWorks, which premiered earlier today. Me, Henry, and Ryan Cam reviewed How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Of course, Ryan will be on soon for our next one, which will be on for Abominable. And then I think what else I got movie wise? Celebrating Disney series I'm still doing. I just reviewed Freaky Friday, the 2003 one with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Lindsay Lohan.
The next one I'm covering is, I think I'm going to do A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan biopic. I still hadn't seen that one. I'm actually looking forward to checking that one out. I've been getting into more Bob Dylan lately, so that's pretty much what I got. That's what I got coming on my channel in the coming weeks.
Oh, okay. Give this guy some love. Subscribe to him. Yeah, he deserves it. What about you, Ryan? What do you got coming up?
So my review for Naked Gun 33 and a third dropped just yesterday, and The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It is done. It's shot, it's edited, it's going up. Well, by the time it finishes this morning. So it'll be available tomorrow. Talking Gotham every Tuesday, and Scary Mania 6 is coming up. All of these guys are going to be involved in that. So stay tuned for all of that. It's going to be so much fun.
Okay. What about you, Matt?
Well, I dropped my review for K-pop Demon Hunters and Nobody 2. Definitely check that out. And I do Gotham, like Talking Gotham with these guys. And then we continue on with Peacemaker Season 2.
All right. What about you, Kyle?
As for me, I do have another video dropping very, very soon, and then I got 3 huge interviews coming up. I can't wait to share with you guys. And then tomorrow will be on Horror's channel. We'll be doing a stream where we honor Wes Craven, and there'll be other people join us on for that as well. Then I'm continuing my Halloween Watch Party series with Horror on Halloween 5. Of course, I'm covering Halloween the game, and I'm not that, and I'm at only 6 subscribers away from 900 now. It's pretty cool. And then thank you. And then I also I think on September 11th, I'm bringing on Spycast. We'll be discussing our top action movies of the 2000s, and then of course I do have plans to bring you all guys on. We'll figure out when we do our Friday stream. So, and
Speaking of that, you said September 11th. That's literally on my birthday, bro.
Oh well, happy birthday to you! It's
Early
birthday.
I was like, whoa.
You have the worst birthday ever.
Believe me.
You can understand. Today is a great day.
Never forget.
I've already discussed that with Matt. So,
and did you know that the Long Walk movie comes out the day after my birthday? The Long Walk movie.
Oh,
okay.
Did you know that they're actually going to have one theater they can actually have them like walk 3-mile treadmill to watch the movie?
I sent you guys that. I said, that's like
they literally did.
That's like a
Can't do it.
screening that's like perfect for me because like I run all the time, and so like I don't even need to run. I just have
If
to
you
keep
if you slow
steady.
down, they will throw you out in midway
Honestly,
in the
I'd probably
movie.
make it an hour in, and I'd be like, you know what? I'll just.
That's not
I'll
even a
just
joke.
come down on
I
that.
know it's not.
Like
It's
I
just
get to
gonna
watch
lie.
the new Edgar Wright movie and walk. Shoo! Like I'm
It's
gonna
not. It's
laugh
no.
all
No.
night.
It's
I
not.
think that would
it's not
definitely
fantasy
suit you,
porn.
Ryan, because you will never get tired. I mean, I would love to see you try to do that if that actually happened in real life.
I
And you just
I
hope to
would
God that you don't
crush
get
that
killed.
film.
I'll make it
I would
45
crush
minutes. I know I'll make it, but in an hour, that's if I give everything I got.
Like,
I
how
ain't
long
never
can
gonna
you
do that.
actually last? Like, do you think you'd be the last one standing?
I don't. I think 45 minutes for me. 45 minutes, and then I think, but definitely I can make it 45 minutes. But then an hour, that's pushing it. 2 hours, no, I'm done. I'm quitting after that. I'm like,
So
nah.
you have to run on a treadmill as it's tied to the
3
movie. Is that
miles.
what
Well,
it
no,
is?
you don't have to run. You have to actually do it like a 3-mile walk, on a
3-mile walk.
treadmill.
I could probably do the walking. If it involves running, I wouldn't even last 2
Yeah,
minutes.
that's what I was saying. You got to run, right? Run 3 miles, right? I thought it said you had to run 3 miles.
No, you have to walk 3 miles. You have
Oh,
like to
walking
walk
is
3
shit.
mile,
Yeah, I
like
can
I
three
can
mile
walk.
walk on the
I can
treadmill.
walk 3 miles.
Yeah, running is where I was like, nah, I could probably.
No. I'm not saying you have to run. This is called a long walk, bro.
I'll say if I had to run, then no. For an hour.
This is not the long run.
Yeah, so yeah, I could probably Oh, then walking, yeah, shit, then I'll do that. Yeah, that's easy. Walk.
It all
running,
depends on
yeah.
how long can you really last when you're walking, because it will
Walking?
take up a lot.
2 hours max. If it's like 2:30, then I'm fucked.
Imagine if they did that technique during if Zack Snyder's Justice League was a theatrical release. They had everybody walk on the treadmills the 4 hours, and you can't stop.
You can't slow
Right.
down. You can't stop or slow down.
You can't walk. You can't do the slow mo walks.
Me and
You
Dave.
can't do this like
It'd be like trying to like it'd be like literally eat like what's a food movie? What's a food movie?
Chef,
Ratatouille.
It'd be like
The
trying.
menu.
It'd be like trying to eat spaghetti. Like, oh, you have to eat this much spaghetti, and if you can't, and every time you got to keep stuff in your face.
somebody
And if you
somebody
It kind
of- Oh no! What'd be a worse punishment is if you were in a screening and you were watching Matilda, and you could not watch Matilda without eating the entirety of a chocolate cake, and you have to eat the chocolate cake throughout the entire movie, longer than that fat little boy in the movie.
If it's that huge
Or-
cake, then I'm tapping out. But if it's like a normal human portion of cake, then I'm in.
it's like if you're going to a screening of Super Size Me and you have to eat a full of McDonald's variety of meal and you can't stop until the movie's over.
Oh,
Oh, man, I'd be sick.
It'd be like going to say thank you for smoking. You have to smoke a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah, just smoking in the theater for the first time. Like, hey, you gotta get a carton of cigarettes.
That would be honestly that'd be an easy. That'd be like, all right, shit, I gotta do that. That's all I gotta do. All right, I'll do. I'll tell you what.
Have fun time coughing up your lungs in the theater.
I'd be dead by the end of that.
Look. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll be coughing my guts up after I get out there, but I would be fine during the movie. I'd be like,
I'll have that Pinocchio mentality. I'm like, I know it's wrong. I feel like I'll turn to a donkey by the end of that. I'm
I
like,
look
oh,
like a jackass.
no, I'll tell you right now though.
Oh, jackass.
If it was like Indiana Jones and you had to just watch Indiana Jones and you had to
That's
tell you
right.
get shit faced, I couldn't do that. I'd be like, I'm tapped out. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm good. I'm done. But yeah. But thank you guys so much for coming in, doing this with me. Give these guys some love. Subscribe to their channels. And if you can, follow them. We're gonna return in 2 weeks. We're gonna try to do 2 weeks. We're gonna do The Dark Knight Rises. Hopefully, if Jacob Martin doesn't blow us off again, I'm joking.
nah, the schedule's been busy. That's what caused some of the delays.
Really, also, it's on me too because I just literally keep forgetting about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, because someone goes, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. I was like, I knew I was forgetting one podcast.
Let me know too when you guys want to do Friday as well.
Yeah, okay. But thank you so much for coming on, guys. If you can,
Yeah.
like and subscribe, and remember, keep the streets of Gotham clean.
All right.